And we're live. Afternoon, you lovely people. And thank you for joining us for today's match day show. I'm Nick, and I'm joined as usual by my brother Gary and our mate John, who will be here, or Virgil of the Marshes, as he's become affectionately known. He's running late. I hope that you've all had a lovely Christmas and, have all massively overindulged like me. West Ham fans in particular, I think we've all probably eaten and drunk more than most, just from a comfort eating perspective for this rocky period. But before we get into the agenda for today's show, just to let you all know, we're on 950 subscribers at the moment after just 3 months. We're very close to our 1,000 subscriber milestone, and reaching that's going to be massive for us. Now, as our regular viewers will know, we don't normally do the begging for subscriber thing, but today we're going to make an exception as we are so close. So please support us by subscribing to our channel. We'll all be extremely grateful. If we do start climbing in subs throughout the show, we'll update you on numbers and we'll give you a shout out as well to any subs that don't have private profiles. You can't always see who has subscribed. Into the agenda for today's show. It's going to be a long one. Obviously, we've got the pre-match build-up show where we're going to discuss the opposition team, match day lineups, and then just give our predictions on the game. Then we're going to do the watch-along, where we're going to provide you with live commentary, updates, discussion, and reaction as the game unfolds. Our match review show will follow that directly, and that's going to be, obviously our immediate reaction. We're going to discuss the highlights of the game, do our player ratings, and then if there are people that want to come on, we'll invite people onto the channel to give us their thoughts as well. So before we get into the build-up, Gary, how are you? And what's your mindset today after the Southampton result? And more importantly, how do you feel now you've just seen the starting lineups? Obviously, we'll go into that in more detail in a minute.
Well, look, I'm fine. I actually feel quite good today. Started exercising for the first time after putting on too much weight, so feeling quite good, quite upbeat, strangely. But and when I saw that Masuaku was not in the lineup,
that's a positive. That's a positive.
I breathed a massive sigh of relief. But then I looked down and I see Nobles in there, and we're on the WhatsApp group, me, you, and John, and you're all saying it's going to be. We're saying the best selection would have been Crow and Souček, or, because we're going to need legs in the middle because Watford are a bit nippy. And me, in my pessimistic way, just said it's going to be Noble.
Yeah,
and,
I know.
It's sadly so predictable. He sometimes does stuff that's surprising during the game. Like, I was surprised he made substitutions at halftime the other day. I was expecting him to do nothing until the 70th minute. So he surprised me there. But when it's actually a team selection from the first minute, I think he very rarely surprises us.
Yeah, but so, I wasn't surprised at the change at halftime. He did kind of the same, not so much in team selection, but in onus against Chelsea. So obviously his game plan against Southampton was to hold until the 60th or 70th minute. That didn't work, which meant we had to go and chase the game. So I was expecting that, but you're completely right. Unfortunately, we are a bit predictable, but we're not going to be uber negative. No one knows what's going to happen today. I mean, just to give you a bit of insight, I'm sure you all are well aware of the form of both sides. But if our form's bad at the moment, have a look at Watford's.
It's terrible.
I mean, their form is terrible. The only thing that they can do is they tend to score. There are very few games where they don't score. So I don't think scoring's an issue for them in creating. They have got some good sort of attacking players. Yeah. But if you look at our run that we're on at the moment, it's not much better, is it? Really?
No, it's not. But if you look at the 2 wins that they've had, I think the 4-1 against Man United was Ollie's last game. The 5-2 away to Everton. I mean, on any given day, that can happen to Everton, can't it? They're unreliable. Yeah. So the rest of the games have all been pretty much defeats, haven't they, recently? So
they have.
Let's say good afternoon to a few people. So, excuse me, in the comments. So we got Steve. Afternoon, Steve.
Hello, Steve. Hope so.
And we got Grant.
Hello, Grant.
And Ross.
DJ Ross K in the house.
And James. Afternoon, James.
Right, what's he said? I would like to go back, Gal.
There we go.
I would like to have seen Crow in for Noble just to see what he can do. Feel sorry for Vlasic not being in for Benny. Look. I think, to be honest, we had a quick look and a quick discussion off air before we came online, and I said similar. I think that Ben Rama is your impact player. I don't think Vlasic is. I don't think Vlasic is going to offer as much from the bench as what Ben Rama would. So I'm a bit surprised that he started him that way round. I've got to be honest, but maybe he's going to go for it. I don't know. A bit worried about Noble and Souček in midfield, if I'm honest, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
And where's Fornals? Is he injured or something? Because he's not even in the squad.
He's obviously been he's one of the players that's been strung up. I think
he's paying a heavy price. You got Matt, a heavy price, an easy 3 points. I know that's tongue in cheek, Matt.
Yeah.
What was the point in signing Crowell, Dylan? Who knows at this point?
Mate, I think all that can be, Dylan, is we all know that there is an activation clause in Crowell's contract whereby once he started a few, enough games that we were obliged to sign him for 18 million. I can only think that Moyes has had a look at him in training and gone, I don't fancy signing. There's no other reason. There's no other explanation for it because even in the European games, he ain't really used him, has he?
No, he hasn't. He hasn't.
No.
This is something from Grant. The West Ham tweet first thing this morning had a picture of Moyes.
I know. I saw that from you, Grant. You fucking hell. I know.
Just a one nick up.
And, that was just getting us in the mindset, wasn't it?
Yeah. So please, thank you, Steve.
Oh, cheers, Steve. Thanks, mate. Thanks very much.
Fornals had COVID, so right, okay, fine.
Oh, okay.
That's a good reason as any then. So we're going to go on and look at the.
Yeah. I mean, like I say, I'll throw that up again. If you do look at the recent, I mean, they've had a couple of bastard games there. I mean, we know Brentford are a tricky team. Obviously, they've played City, they've played Chelsea, they've played Leicester as well. So it's not been an easy run. Prior to that, they played Arsenal. They've had a bit of a hard run. Look, on our day, we're beating Watford, but do you know what? I think if Watford could pick a team to play at the moment, let's be honest, it's probably West Ham. If they could pick any team at the moment from the Premier League, they're probably rubbing their hands together. When was their last game? Look, back on the 10th. They are well rested. I mean, we can, the only sort of real comfort that you can take from that, if you try and kid yourself, is that they're going to be rusty because they haven't had much game time. But if you kind of compare that to ours, we played on the 9th, the 12th, the 15th, the 22nd, and the 26th. So in that space of time since their last game, we've played 5 games.
I suppose on the positive side, you could say that we're not going to have a fixture pile up in January. Other people are.
4 games, sorry, not 5.
But at the same time, it would have been nice if we took a few more points, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would have been. I mean, it is a really bleak run when you look at that. I mean, especially when you consider, I don't want to take anything away from the Chelsea result because that second half performance was brilliant. It was immense. But it was a smash and grab. That was a fucking fluke, that goal. So, that probably should have been a draw.
Well, you don't think
we've got the points. No, I don't think he meant it. No.
I don't know.
But yeah, so if you look at the lineups, as Gary said, very predictable.
Yeah.
More concerning for me is I read that Watford. Yeah, I won't believe that, mate. Won't believe that at all.
Yeah, let's hope so. Let's hope.
Yeah, I won't believe that. But more concerning than the starting lineup, really, because the starting lineup on paper looks all right. It's that bench. If we need to change it, where's the impact coming from? Are we going to? I mean, I'm glad to look. Okoflex is on the bench, but if it gets to the last 10 minutes, Gary, and we're chasing the game, who's he bringing on?
Well, listen, right there are. Of course, he will bring Yarmolenko on, but there are 2 players there who I would use ahead of Yarmolenko, and they would provide an impact, and that would be Fredericks. And it would be Okoflex. Yeah.
But Fredericks was on the bench the other day.
Yeah.
Gareth's
saying it's more than winnable.
Yeah, it really is. It
on
really
a normal day, yeah.
It really is. But
I suppose a lot depends on, to be honest, what kind of role Noble is playing in that team, because if he's expected to have legs when he hasn't got legs, then there's a bit of a problem with that, isn't there?
Well, that basically, ignore that where they're showing 1 man in midfield. They play 3 in midfield. You've got Sissoko, Cooker, and Tufan in central midfield. Yeah. Noble and Souček are going to get overrun unless Lanzini is going to form part of that middle. That central midfield 3, Noble and Souček are going to get bullied. They're going to get steamrolled over. They really are. Hello, Claire. I thought you weren't joining us. Good to see you.
Here's Virgil.
So yeah. Hello, John. Is he in? Where is he?
Is he in, but without audio?
Hello.
John.
Hello.
Hey, hello, mate. You all right?
Sorry about that. I did an emergency paint job. So I'm covered in paint. Sorry about that, guys.
No problem. No problem. A
He's
cabbie
right,
that does his own DIY.
A what?
A cabbie that does his own DIY.
Game's dead, mate. I can't afford to pay
Yeah.
anyone anymore. What are you talking about?
I thought you had staff for that sort of stuff.
Oh, here we go.
John, have you seen
I'm glad I came.
John, how are you, mate? You all right?
Yeah, good. You lot?
Yeah, not too bad. I mean, what's your mindset today after the Southampton game? You know, a couple of days ago, and now you've seen the lineups as well. How are you feeling generally? Positive?
I'm probably taking on a bit of your mantle, Nick. I'm not overly optimistic, but I mean, I can see us nicking a draw. But I mean, I said to you lot in the week, I've never enjoyed playing against Watford. I wouldn't say they're a bogey team, but I don't know. I don't know. It's a funny team we play against, like the Watfords, the Boltons. Do you know what I mean? Like they're them sort of teams that not the style of play. I just don't think we have great times in my time of supporting West Ham against them generally. But it might just be a more recent thing that I'm thinking of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
No, I agree. I mean,
but I'm looking forward to it. I'm always optimistic, as you know. So.
I mean, you're probably aware, John. I'll just throw them up again.
The team sheet.
The recent results for both teams is fucking shocking.
Yeah,
it really is.
Yeah, they're not exactly flying, are they?
No, they're not flying at all. And as Gary said, that 4-1 win against Watford, against Man United, was it Ollie's last game?
It was. Yeah, that's why he got sacked.
Yeah. So
that's when they Dan tools Man United for him, didn't they?
Yeah. But I'll say that for me here, looking at the team sheet, I mean, you can't take any notice of this. This is from the One Football app, but that what they play is Watford they play three in central midfield. So you've got Sissoko, Kuka, however you pronounce his name, and Tufan, and three kind of quite athletic midfielders. I think if it's just going to be Noble and Souček, we're going to get overrun. They're going to get bullied. I'm hoping that what he's going to do is drop Lanzini back into that to form a midfield three to match him up. Yeah. I hope he does that.
Have you discussed the Krau situation already?
No, go on, mate. Go on.
I mean, to be honest with you, if he's not getting in now ahead of a almost semi-retired Noble, I can't see him ever getting in unless we're absolutely at the threadbare. Because you know, Moyes he obviously sees him in training every day. And I don't know much about Krau, so I'm not going to say that I do. I've never really seen him play for anybody, and obviously he hasn't played much for us. And the fact that he's not getting in over a very, very aging, and as we know, legs gone Noble, who I love, so I'm being honest here, surprises me, but also tells me, I think, a massive story about what he thinks of Krau. And I'm not judging Krau. I haven't seen him. But Moyes, he can't rate him. He can't rate him, in my opinion.
No. He can't do because I mean, we did mention that what it obviously is that clause that he's got in his contract, whereby once he hits a certain amount of games, he triggers it. We've got to sign him for 18 million. I'm assuming
he's only played about twice.
I don't know, but I'm assuming Moyes has seen enough, and he's gone. I don't want to be signing this guy.
It's baffling, mate. It's baffling, you know.
I know. But looking at that Watford team there, though, I mean, who's your main threat? I think that Dennis is a good player, isn't he?
The Brazilian with the British first name, Dennis, and that they love. They've got a lot of pace. They've got a lot of pace, haven't they? Hernandez is a whippet.
That's what worries me. That's what worries me.
I was not playing.
Happy there's no Masuaku. Yes,
yeah, that's brilliant. That is brilliant. But he's on the bench, though.
He's on the bench. Yeah, he'll come on
later.
Good
to see Okoflex on the bench, though.
That is good. But like
not
I said,
so good. Not so good seeing Yarmolenko on the bench.
No, I mean, but what's your prediction, John? If we're 2-1 down, not if we're 2-2, I think he'd probably stick with 2-2. I don't think he'll chase it Moyes today, but I think if we're 2-1 down, chasing the goal with 10 minutes to go, who's he going to bring on?
He's got on now. We spoke about the system. We spoke about the formation. He must have a plan B. We know he doesn't use a plan B, but he must have. At the end of the day, if we're losing the game now and there's 20 minutes left, we've got to change it and go 2 up top or something. There's no point taking Antonio off and bringing Okaflex on. There's no point taking Antonio off and bringing Yarmolenko on, even more so, because all you're doing is you just not. What are you changing? You need to give them something to think about. And sometimes putting 2 up front obviously takes defenders' minds off other things because they've got more to think about. If they're coping with one striker the whole game, then generally they're not going to struggle against anyone else we're bringing on, are they?
No.
So if we're losing the game and there's 15, 20 left, he's got to bring someone on, and whoever it is, striker-wise, Hopefully not Yarmolenko, but whoever it is, he needs to pair him alongside Antonio and give us 2 up front for a little while, you know?
Obviously, the other one that we've not spoken about, and that's the one who we've been linked with on many occasions, is King. He ain't playing bad from this year. He scored a few goals. I think he scored 5. So he's I know, but you know, it's like with players that you've been linked with in the past, coming back and biting you in the arse and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like I say, I mean, we all called defeats, didn't we? In the it wasn't a preview. It was a review after the Southampton game. We kind of gave our brief thoughts on this, and none of us were positive, and we all called defeats. However,
did I not call a draw? Did I not call a draw?
Did you call a draw?
I think I said it'll be 1-1, or they'll really put a through past us. I think I said something like that.
Yeah,
one or the other. I'd love to see us win, but I'm not so sure.
Yeah. This morning I woke up. I mean, even now, you know, I was hoping not because I've got a problem with Noble, just because of the dynamics of what we're going up against. When you look at their midfield, I wanted us to have legs. You know, at least I don't know anything about Crowell, but I can only imagine that he's more athletic than Noble. He should be.
And you know what the problem is that I keep harping on about it, but by using Noble ahead of Crowell, you're going to have people that want to see Crowell who will now have an growing animosity towards Noble, and any little thing that Noble does, they'll heighten it and go, "See, he's finished.
Yeah,
what on earth does he do?"
Yeah,
and it's like hanging him out to dry, you know, because he knows we know. I've said it a million times. He shouldn't be playing as much as he does. He don't play a lot, but this is I said in the week, I'm a Noble fan, but I said this is not the team to play him against because they're quick.
No, this is a problem, right? And that's what it feels like. Feels like a big mistake, this. But look, I go into every game. I even went into the game the other day with Masuaku on the team sheet, all upbeat and optimistic. And that's why I'm going to go into this game. I just hope that he's somehow got the formation right and Noble playing a role that doesn't require so many legs, because otherwise he's going to be like a traffic cone in the middle, isn't he?
Well, he will. He will. He will. It's not his fault, though, is it? It's not his fault. And the trouble is, what we've all seen this season so far is that Souček, either by I don't know whether there's something going on between Rice and Souček, whether because obviously Rice is flourishing, Souček's form has plummeted in the last 12 months. Souček seems to not be able to do the defensive side of the game. He can't do the CDM role. But maybe that'll be different. Maybe today, without Rice in the team, maybe there's a mental thing there, between them two. I wouldn't be surprised. I won't be surprised to see Souček come out all guns blazing and put in an amazing performance today, because I think he might have a little bit of imposter syndrome. He's playing next to a world-class central midfielder in Declan Rice, week in, week out. He really is. So it might be the case that he kind of feels a bit inferior. This might be an opportunity for Souček to sort of go out there and kind of be that the main midfielder. He's a main central midfielder today.
He's going to be generally more forward thinking than Noble today. Surely Noble's going to be the sitter, isn't he?
Yeah, but that won't me as well.
John, what's this? Virgil looks like the bloke from The Office.
Which one?
I don't know.
The bloke in accounts. Big Keith?
If he brings on Yarmolenko, my TV's going through. Is it? No. It's on Amazon, isn't it? Yes, it is.
It is.
And Mercedes, good morning.
I would like Steve. I would like off topic. I would like Stephen Spraggs to confirm which one out of The Office. If it's Ricky Gervais, I'll have that. If it's Keith from accounts, he's banned.
Any character with a big head, I think you got to go for.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens today, lads. I think 1-1. I'm going 1-1 today.
You're going 1-1. I'm not convinced. I did predict 2-1 earlier on Twitter, so to Watford. So I've got to go with that. I don't predict West Ham defeats, so I'm hoping for a bit of. I'm hoping to be completely wrong.
I don't think we're seeing a draw. I think we're seeing either. I mean this. I think we'll capitulate today if it goes wrong. I think we'll either see a capitulation or we'll beat Watford. I don't think this ain't a draw. This ain't a 0-0, 1-1, 2-2 game. I think one team is gonna.
What about the people on the chat? What's your predictions?
Yeah, go on. Give us your predictions and goal scorers as well. And are you surprised that Vlasic isn't starting? Is anyone surprised at that? I mean, I must admit, I am.
I'm quite surprised. I'm quite surprised. I think Ben Rama now gets another game basically because he scored a goal the other day.
Yeah,
that's it, right? 2-0
Yeah,
to us, match going.
You know what I was thinking about that was that
3-2
maybe
or 2-3.
we said that Ben Rama was a confidence player.
Yeah.
So maybe that goal now, Moyes is hoping that goals give him the confidence he needs. Maybe that's the only thing I can think about it.
Yeah, maybe.
I might be wrong.
I mean, look, we've got these players, right? We've got Ben Rama, we've got Vlasic. I mean, we need
use them.
We need them all to come good. We need Ben Rama. We need Ben Rama to shine. We need him to come good. We need Vlasic to come good. I don't not support any player. I mean, the only reason there's probably a lot of people that think I'm completely and utterly dead against, and I hate Ben Rama. I don't hate him as a person. I hate him as a footballer. But he does things that infuriate me on the football pitch. I think he's wasteful. That's what annoys me with him.
He's extremely wasteful. Wasteful. You look at pretty much the last thing he does at the end of any run is to either mispass the ball, misplace a pass, blast it over the top, put a ball in that's too far for anyone to reach. He just literally just gives the ball away at the end of every single move that he's involved in. Right, so we got here. Claire's going for a excuse me, a 3-1 win. Antonio Noble pen and Souček screamer. Dawson and a penalty. So this is Dawson's old side as well, isn't it?
Yeah, one of them. Yeah. Well, this is who we bought him from. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. 1-1. Bowen to score. I'll take. Well, at the moment, I'll take anything out of this game. I've got to be honest. Afternoon, Sharky, and be interested to see how he plays with Souček and Noble when one sits in front of the back four.
I don't know which one's going to sit. I don't know which one's going to sit.
This is the thing. Noble doesn't sit, does he? But it might be better if he did. You know.
Yeah, I don't think there's much choice today.
No.
Would you want to see? Would you like to see Sissoko and the other two running at Noble with that
really,
behind him?
Not really.
I really wouldn't want to see that.
I'm just thinking, you know, further up the pitch, does he need more legs? I mean, I don't know. It depends how it's set up, to be honest.
I mean, look, we know that Souček can do the box to box. I mean, we might as well have fucking Mo Farah in midfield. The amount of kilometres that he covers in a game.
Well,
he does. He just runs, doesn't he? He just runs and runs.
208 kilometres so far this season. He's the furthest runner in the Premier League. David Brent, I'm having that. Ricky Gervais.
David Brent.
Cheers, Steve. He's my hero.
Good stuff. What? Do you know much? I mean, I suppose in terms of Watford, obviously they went out and they got in Ranieri. In terms of form, he kind of give him a little bit of an uplift. But it's gone the other way again now, isn't it? I mean, I suppose there's only so much he can do. What are your general opinions on Watford as a football club? I mean, don't be sort of detrimental at all, because like I say, I've got no issue with Watford. I think they're a bit of a funny club. I can't really work them out.
Me neither. I think they're. I think, to be honest, the way it's run, it's a bit of a basket case because they change manager. Yeah. Well, they don't change manager. They change coach all the time. I can see the principle behind it, where you have a structure and it's the most cost-effective thing to do for the director of football and all the recruitment team to do the recruiting, and for the coach to just do the coaching. And then if that coach is not working, you bring another coach in to work with the same set of players. Yeah. So I can see the sense behind it. But it doesn't work. It doesn't seem to work anyway. Maybe if they bought higher quality players that were, you know, they've got to be kind of generic players that can be used with any coach that comes in. It's a very difficult thing to do, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's no such thing as a generic player, is there?
No, there's not. There's not. It is a bit of a strange one. I mean, I can't really. I mean, it works for them. I suppose changing managers every 2 minutes, it does kind of work for them. I don't really know too much about their ownership model either. I think they're owned by a group that own like a few clubs, aren't they? I think from what I read the other day, the ownership model they've almost got investments in many different clubs. So I think rather than sort of building and developing one club, it's all about sort of, you know, probably sustaining all of them to a certain degree. I don't think they've got any what's the word? I don't think there's any real drive from the ownership team to sort of push and develop Watford. If they had a Declan Rice, he'd have been gone 2 seasons ago.
I was always concerned when Scott Duxbury was with us throughout that traumatic period of the Icelandics. Now, some people looked at Scott Duxbury and said, "Oh, he was the man that kept us on an even keel and everything else." But I think he contributed to the mess quite a lot. He found his way to Watford straight after that. I don't know if he's still there. I think he is. I think he is still there. But we tried to, if you remember, introduce that kind of, the director of football role, and I think the Zola experiment was around having a first team coach rather than a manager. I think that was perhaps an early form of this way of doing things from Scott Duxbury. I don't think it really necessarily works in this country. I think it can if you've got a really, really top level structure with people who all work together in a team, but they clearly don't, do they? It's just a hierarchy. And the manager or the coach is the one that gets booted all the time when something's going wrong.
I think Watford are a little bit of and I don't mean this derogatory because I'm not a Watford fan, obviously, so I'm not trying to offend Watford fans, but they're a little bit of an anomaly for me. They're a little bit sort of, they're sort of, they come up, they go down. They seem, the good thing about them is they generally come up pretty soon after going down. They seem to be prepared.
Yeah, they bounce back. They yo-yo. They do yo-yo.
Yeah, they're not as bad as Norwich. They do invest a little bit in their club, and they do come across some good signings. And to be honest with you, I know Sarr's. Is it Sarr? He's not playing today, is he? But I think he's a fantastic player. And I'm surprised they held on to him when they did. So for me, although we've not had, in my mindset, we've not been brilliant against Watford generally, there's still a little bit of a, I don't know. They're a bit of a nothing to me. Do you know what I mean? I mean that totally respectfully as well.
Don't sound very respectful, John.
What?
Don't sound very respectful.
No, but I'm trying to, a bit like West Brom, really. They're a bit like.
Yeah. Again, it's one of those sides I've never really. I haven't got anything against. I think Watford are, got a good side. Sorry, they're a nice club. I think they've been around for. Is Ngakia playing for them today?
Yeah. Well, no, he's not. Let me go back. Let me find out.
I don't know if he gets much time at the minute.
No, he's not. He's not in the same.
I wonder if he's on the bench.
He gets a lot of time. I'm honest.
He's not in the same at all. I think.
But there is one thing. I'll
tell you if he's on the bench. I'll have a look now. 1 minute.
When I had a go at, and I didn't have a go at Ngakia really. I just had a go at Watford's. Probably made a mistake by paying over the odds for him. And I got absolutely trolled out of existence on.
He's not on the bench. He's not on the bench.
I'm not being funny. That is the worst I've ever been attacked on Twitter. Was when I happened to upset a Watford fan. That was quite good.
Yeah,
bloody hell.
Hey, look, Grant just said on the pre-match interview with Moyes, because Antonio said that the players are having a sort of mental fatigue, didn't they?
Yeah. I don't. I mean,
Moyes has just questioned it there, really, isn't he? Like, Moyes is saying, I don't understand what it is.
Yeah. They didn't have that in Glasgow when he was
I think for them to be mentioning that is a bit of a concern. I've got to be honest. They shouldn't really be coming out and because he said, Antonio, didn't he say it's not physical? It's not physical fatigue.
I agree.
Fatigue. And, I know, but they shouldn't be coming out and saying that. That's
no. I agree that he shouldn't be saying it because it's looking for an excuse.
Oh,
as far as I'm concerned,
it is. Not ideal.
I think with West Ham in a minute, I said it the other day at the game to people sitting around me. In my mind, looking at the attacking players we've got, they seem to be fearful of doing anything. And what I mean by that is they seem to be sort of quite fearful of making the mistake. So they'd rather just not try and create, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? No one's being over exciting. No one's being over adventurous.
Do you think that could it be under instruction though? Could it be under instruction? The attacking players, because a lot of people have said that, like Ben Rama, sort of a lot of people's defence of Ben Rama is perhaps because we know, look, Ben Rama's the type of player he likes to try things, and there's a lot of people that are saying that Moyes is Ben Rama's second guessing himself now. Moyes is almost trying to change Ben Rama as a player.
I've heard that, and the thing is, I don't disagree because a manager will have his way of playing, right? And when you're a player who comes into the club, or you're a player that's already there when a manager comes in, in some ways you have to sink or swim. If you want to stay in the team, if you want to stay in the team, if you want to impress the manager, then basically you have to do as you're told, right? Whether we like it or not, or whether the player likes it or not. And I'm not saying that's right. But the problem is now is what you've got is you could have a sense of a little bit of a tug of war, really, because Moyes would be saying, well, it's worked for 18 months, and then Benrahma could be thinking, yeah, but you're taking away my creativity. So it's a bit of a, do you know what I mean? It could be a little bit of a war, a mental war, if you like.
Yeah.
But as fans, we expect at the very least, you know, I watched Man United Newcastle last night, and Gary Neville was scathing after, and he's so right. He said it doesn't matter how good a player you are, Ronaldo and all these lot, to the worst player in the Premier League. The very least, fans ain't mugs. Fans know if you're trying, right? And that's all we expect as fans. And sometimes I look at some of the players in the team; they look like they're just there for make up the numbers.
Yeah.
It's the way it feels. It's the way it feels sometimes, but like I say, it could be. We don't know the dynamics of what's going on. I mean, what we did see when Lingard came in, because if you think back to last year, similar sort of thing was happening in December. We was going a bit stale. It was happening at about the same time last year. And make no bones about it, Lingard coming in, giving us something new. Lingard coming in saved that part of the season. He's the one who pushed us and propelled us into top six. It was Lingard. We wouldn't have done that. We wouldn't have done that without Lingard. And I think, do you know what else helped as well? Was the fact that Moyes had this player that he couldn't really. He had to basically just give him the keys to the city and say, just go out and do as you please. And because Lingard wasn't really defending, Lingard was just playing. He was enjoying himself. He really was enjoying himself. Now, do you think that Moyes would be like that if he signed Lingard permanently? Do you think he would give Lingard the same freedom, or do you think that he would try and work on his defensive side of his game a little bit?
I think what you've got to appreciate is that Lingard's a step up from the attacking players we have now.
Oh, massively.
Right? Let's be honest about it. As much as we love our team, Lingard is a step up, right? He's a cut above the attacking options we have at the minute.
No question.
So there might be an element of Moyes accepting the fact that he is a step up, and you can't take that away from his game. And that's not disrespectful to Benrahma, Lanzini, and
I think you're right. You can have one luxury player, but that's really all you're allowed in this.
As long as that luxury player is yielding return in goals and assists, then you let him get away with it. Whereas I don't think in Moyes' defence with Benrahma, Benrahma's a 1 in 10 merchant.
Yeah.
I agree.
But that sort of ratio, Nick, is the difference in class of players, isn't it?
Yeah. You're right. I mean?
So Danny is now Nico Toscani. So Danny, you should forever be.
He's probably using his wife's channel.
Dolphins.
Yeah, this is Go Dolphins, Danny. So, he'll be known as Nico from now on. So, all right, Nico. Claire. So, Watford's, was it purely to COVID? Well, I think they had injuries as well. I think they didn't have enough players, but they were talking about 6 injuries or something like that. But I looked at the team earlier. It looked pretty similar to the team that played against Brentford. Got to be honest.
Oh, hang on 1 minute. My bad.
It's his gaming channel name. Ah, right. Okay. I don't have a gaming channel name. That's far too young for me. What is one of those? Siegel's character in Above the Law. Ah, right. Okay, Nico.
I think I'm a bit more optimistic though after watching Man United, because they had quite a few days off, didn't they? And they looked like they hadn't trained yesterday. So you could argue that maybe Watford have had time off, but they haven't been able to train as a team. Could be an effect. Could be an adverse effect.
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe.
Man United yesterday were terrible, you know.
But the thing is, I'm not being funny. When you look at Watford at the moment and you look at their recent run of games, they've also got Claudio Ranieri as a manager. You know, he is a bit of a hard taskmaster. Yeah. He'll be looking at this game. They will be targeting this game as a must-win. For them to not win this game, especially, you know, with us the way that we are, 75% of our backline out. You know, we're missing our best player. They're at home. We're on a terrible run. If they don't win this, it's almost disastrous for them.
Oh, listen, right? This is stacked against us today, right? The odds are completely against us. And I will take anything from this game. I'll be delighted with a draw. I'll be ecstatic with a win. But a defeat is what I expect, sadly.
Yeah.
So come on, you irons. As Matt said.
Hello, Jordan.
Turn it around. Jordan. I hope we can turn it around. I do fear Moyes if we lose today. Well, look. I don't think this should be a game where you judge Moyes, to be honest, unless we do turn up and look like a fucking shambles. I mean, if we turn up and put in a performance and we don't quite get a result, then I think that's one thing. If we turn up and look absolutely shocking and get rumped 4-0 or something, then I think that's a different.
Well, yeah, but look. But part and parcel of being a manager, right? And this is not me saying because to call for Moyes out at this stage is ludicrous. But part and parcel of being a manager, the job that he's in, football is a results-based business, and the fact is, he'll get all the plaudits when we're doing well. He's going to get pressure and frustration. That will come at any club that you're at. It is going to happen. So West Ham are no different. They're not. So he will get pressure. But you know what? For me, the real frustration isn't even off the back. We could lose this 3-0, 4-0. I'd be fuming. I still wouldn't be Moyes out. For me, it's that January transfer window. It's a January transfer window.
I'm just saying. I think if we do get stuffed, then that will set Twitter on fire.
Yeah, well, it will. But the thing is, he's got to expect that. That's part and parcel of football, unfortunately, and it ain't just a West Ham thing. It's not just exclusively a West Ham thing.
No, it's football.
But
you got look at the positives. He has bombed Masuaku out of the team. So
he has, yeah.
As much as he probably held on to him in the team 1 or 2 games too long, at least now he's seen sense,
Yeah, so which means that Gary hasn't got to get a new TV. So every club.
Well, I think we're all. I think the good thing about this is we're all watching the same stream today, right? I think most people have Amazon Prime.
We're all going to be aligned.
We're probably all in time.
Yeah,
it's a lovely thing. As your picture, John, is it all right?
Yeah, I'm looking good, mate. Thanks.
Good.
Yeah. Yes. So what I was going to say is, everyone, as John's sort of taken to commentary, like a duck to water, like John Motson, we're going to let John handle kind of the sort of narration of the game. We'll just chip in with I'll just rant and rave whenever Watford score and stuff like that.
Random anger.
Yeah.
I'll step in to calm him down a bit.
Yeah.
I'd like to see you try.
Yeah, I know. Oh, Nick, go and sit outside. Sit down. Put your head between your knees. Go on.
Yeah. Just keep telling me to calm down to wind me up even more. It's the worst thing you can say, isn't it? Calm down, Nick. Come on.
Do you want me to get a sheepskin jacket and like some headphones?
Please, if you wouldn't mind. Yeah.
And one of them old microphones. Yeah.
There, look, Claire, hang on. What's this going on here? What's Jordan talking about here?
Go on.
Jordan says. Oh, I see what he's saying. Do you think the clause in Crowell's contract states he can date Moyes' daughter? I get it.
Digital, mate. Yeah, no, that's right. And look, January's going to be pivotal for us. We know that. And the last 2 Januaries, I've got to remind you all, the last 2 Januaries have delivered. First of all, Souček and Bowen, and last January, Lingard.
Well, I think our Januaries have been better than the summers, mostly. Under Moyes.
Yeah,
they have been.
Yeah, they have. So I'm hopeful about January, I must admit, because I think that's when you get a few surprise bargains with players coming towards the end of their contracts. And
Gary, what he can't do in this window is wait for the surprise bargain towards the end of the window. He's got to be decisive in this. He can't play the market like he normally does. He's got to go out. If he's got to pay a couple of extra, it ain't his fucking money. He treats it like it's his own money. He's got to literally go out there and just get some players in. Right, that's all he's got to do. But anyway, game's about to start, people.
Yeah, here we go.
Tottenham legend, Sissoko.
He's playing well for him, apparently, John.
Yeah, no, he's done all right. Is Danny Rose playing, Nick? I can't remember the team sheet.
I wouldn't have thought so because Ranieri absolutely ripped him to shreds in a press conference. Did you see what Ranieri said about him?
No,
he said he's unprofessional. He said he isn't fit to play football.
Really?
Basically what he said. Yeah, he destroyed him. So like you said, he's not an athlete at the moment, is he?
No, he looks like he's been too much down the gym. I wouldn't say he looks fat. He just looks absolutely bulked up beyond belief.
Yeah.
So
yeah. King is playing. It was King, right?
No, Rose, Danny Rose.
No, Danny Rose. Yeah,
we are taking the obligatory knee. Well done, everybody.
No, Rose ain't playing. Sorry, my eyes are crap.
That kickoff should be taken again because the Watford players were in the other half before it went back.
Yeah. You know what's really annoying? You're in front of me again.
That's all right. Claire will help you.
Sake. I can't win here.
Nick, connect to Nick. Get the link that I sent earlier.
No, it's fine.
Just go on the link, Nick. I can't have you moaning the whole game. Oh,
I'm not that far behind. Hey, look, West Ham just scored.
Nick, you won't be behind at all if you connect to the link. It's a good picture.
Here we go. Oh look, goal kick. Here we go. Oh no, he's thought better than giving it to Dawson or Diop. He said, "Just get out of here." Kick it long. Long kick for Fabs. Throw into the Hammers. Halfway in the Watford half. Yeah, they're a bit of a nothing team. I'm glad to see Johnson back though. Good.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
someone said something yesterday. If he's fit enough to be on the bench, he's fit enough to play, and it's right, isn't it?
I think we're a minute in. I think he's already done better than Masuaku in the last game.
He has. He's just beat someone. Oh no, he's lost it. Commentator's curse.
Noble right up the pitch. Look.
Suchek's. Yeah, lovely inside, lovely outside again. Good crossing the box. Bowen takes it well. Comes out to Souček, back to Benrahma, back to Souček. Go on, hit someone.
Free kick. Come on,
Souček just fell over a tub of potato salad that someone left on the floor. Watford breakaway.
Nobes pushes a man over.
Noble clothesline someone from behind that WWE.
Well, I can't tolerate this. Gary, where's the link for this fucking Zoom? John's ruining it for me again. Well, hang on.
Yeah.
You want me to commentate because your stream's behind. I'm not allowed to commentate. Good counter attack. Lanzini picks it up.
Where did it go?
Nick, I'm going to put it into Messenger for you. 1 minute.
Good feet. Who's that? Soufal. Soufal digs it in. Bowen takes a chest, brings it down, plays it back to Diop on the left, who looks more confident already without Masuaku next to him.
He does indeed.
Just like to add, Claire is also behind on the stream, and what I'd like to say to that is good. Only joking, Claire. Long ball through straight to the Watford keeper.
Gary, where's this link?
Yeah, hang on a minute.
Watford keeper is no longer Aurelio Gomez. I mean, he was there forever in the end, wasn't he, that geezer? What a clown.
I think my machine is struggling because I've got so many things running on it. Oh.
Well done, Johnson.
Right, I've just posted it. Go on. Just posted it.
What on Messenger?
Yeah.
3 minutes in, bit of nothing so far. No clear chances. Johnson.
So let's try and figure out how we're playing here then.
It looks like they're set up like we said. 4. Yeah. I think, to me, it looks like a 4. 4, and then it looks like Souček is ahead of Noble.
Yep.
We haven't seen much else apart from that. Yarmolenko. Look at Yarmolenko sitting behind it going, I might not be playing, but I got 110 grand in my pocket.
You know what? When he comes on from the bench, he probably gets his performance bonus as well, doesn't he?
Oh, don't say that, mate.
I bet he does. Appearance fee. So
he definitely don't get a goals bonus.
Doesn't, does he? No.
So what's the seconds on your stream at the moment?
3:45, 46.
Yeah, that's it. That's good. All right, okay. I'm up to scratch.
Another throw for Jono.
It's not very HD though.
Not very well.
Good quality.
Oh, they're through. Watford are through on goal. Dawson dives in. They chipped the goal.
Oh shit!
Dawson went to ground too early there.
Not a good start. Not a good start. Dawson fucks up.
Who's that? Dennis.
They
Good goal.
They walked through us. They walked through us like we weren't there, didn't they?
Through the middle.
Literally there. What happened was he dummied his shot, and Dawson done one of his heroic dives, and he dummied it, and he didn't even shoot. So he mugged off Dawson a little bit there. I'll be honest with you. And I'm a fan of Dawson, but there he was wrong. He made a poor decision there. But he goes to ground look like that, and then he didn't.
That was pants, wasn't it? That was.
He was expecting the shot. He was like expecting the shot.
That's shit though, John.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm agreeing with you. I'm just saying.
I mean, that's like me defending.
The last month, he's made his name doing that thing, but Dennis dummied him basically. He blagged him.
It weren't much of it. It weren't much of a dummy.
No, he just let it run. But Dawson was expecting the shot. But to be fair, top right hand corner, keeper had no chance for that.
No, keeper had no chance. But I mean, piss poor from us. You can't do that.
Too easy. Far too easy.
It was like
now we're changing the game already. Now it's got to bring on someone. It's got to bring someone on there, hasn't
he? Yeah.
No, Diop. Now they're going to have their head. They're going to have their tails up as well, aren't they? Now.
Yeah.
Watch him now because we're going to have to go for it.
They don't sit back. So they don't sit back. So that's fucking frustrating. This is.
What, you still behind?
No. The game is
you mean the
frustrating.
game, yeah.
Yeah. There's no way they're going to sit back and try and hang on to a 1-goal lead. No way. They're not that type of team.
Well, that might give us a chance then, isn't it?
Come on, Benny.
That might give us a chance then, Nick. They're not going to sit on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. True.
Soucek. Oh, Bowen hits it. Oh! Soucek hit a speculative shot, and Bowen did a fantastic bit of skill, but just didn't get any pace on the shot. And it dribbled through to the keeper. There's Dennis there. Looks like the geezer from. One shot, one goal from Dennis. Bloody hell.
Danny, how did the Miami Dolphins get on, or are they playing later on?
They won.
They
lost. I think he put on Facebook. They lost 7 in a row, and they've won 7. They lost 7, then they've won 7 in a row.
So they've played already. Okay.
Yeah, the camera just focused on Dawson then, so they're obviously sort of talking about him. Bad decision, basically.
Yeah.
Who's shy? Dawson? Nah.
Told you who's shy.
Well,
he's one of those things. We know Dawson is not the greatest defender in the world, but he's not a bad backup. The trouble is we're picking him every week now, and he's going to make. The trouble is no player can play well every week. I'm not excusing that. It was a bad mistake, you know what I mean? But he's been. I think he's played all right, but that was terrible. Yeah, I agree.
But I think the trouble is he's got flaws to his game. I think at a very basic level. Being in terms of blocks and stuff like that, I think he's brilliant. But in terms of his movement and there's flaws in the game, unfortunately, and that's not his fault. It's not his fault.
No, I've noticed already they're getting a lot of ball in the centre of the park.
We're going to get overrun. We're going to get overrun.
I think you noticed already, John, that we seem to be bypassing our midfield and hoofing it up to the to the front.
One striker.
Well, Lanzini's wandering around in space half the time. They're not even looking for him.
Right. So who picks it up? Noble picks it up on the edge of the area.
That's it.
Plays it infield to Bowen. Bowen flicks it around the corner to Soufal. Come on, Soufal. Soufal gets tackled, throwing on the halfway line. Stop biting your nose. Man, Noble's sitting deeper than Soucek, isn't he?
He is, yeah.
Not that we've seen much going forward yet, but it seems that way. Noble plays it down the line to nobody. Out for a throw.
Yeah. So
the thing is, he's kind of, in my opinion, I think he's rolled the dice a little bit too soon here. Like I said before the game, I wouldn't have started Ben Rama. I think Ben Rama is he's an exciting player that you can bring on from the bench, isn't he?
Yeah.
I would have started with Vlasic. I don't really see now, unless he throws a wild card on.
I don't really.
Youngster.
Yeah, I don't really think that early goal, Nick, has killed any formation or any information from the start. Hang on, he plays it through. Benny on the edge gets tackled. They play the ball out down the line. Watford get rid of it.
Benny hanging on to the ball for too long.
What I'm saying is, when an early goal like that goes in, Nick, it blows everything out the window. So, you could say Ben Rama should have been on the bench ahead of Vlasic, vice versa. But, now already the game we're chasing it, you can't really judge what he would have said in formation beforehand, mate.
No.
Window now. Good 1-2 there. Soufal and Bowen. Soufal back to Bowen. Bowen's a bit outnumbered, does really well, cuts inside, plays it into Lanzini. If he looks out wide, Ben Rama's there on the edge of the left-hand box. Hits it, Ben Rama!
Unlucky.
That was fantastic from Ben Rama.
That was good. That was good.
Shoot. That's what he needs to do.
Yeah.
Well, he's actually almost got it on target, which is an improvement.
Lanzini
one touch out.
Yeah, that's it. It's quick. That would have been a great goal. Would have been a great goal.
See it at the bar.
Yeah.
I couldn't see from it.
Yeah, unlucky.
Did the keeper get attached to that? Did he get a little fingertip?
Not
shaving it.
Not sure.
That is what Ben Rama's game should be. Don't hold on to it too long. Either get rid of it to another player or one touch out your feet and hit it. Because he can hit a ball. He seems to hold on to it too long lately.
Yeah,
but that was a good Antonio Bowen down the channel. Antonio's on the right wing.
That was a lovely move with multiple people involved, right?
Ref. Come on, ref. Free kick to us on the right hand side.
With Antonio to Bowen to Ben Rama, it was a lovely little move. You can only do that if you get multiple. It does look like we're getting players forward, which is good in numbers.
Yeah. You just always got to watch the counter attack because they're pacey. But the thing is now we can't sit back. Obviously, the early goal means we have to be more forward thinking, don't we?
Come on, West Ham.
Come on, you ones.
Big boys in the box. Diop's walks up.
Antonio's got one trouser leg rolled up. It looks
Yes, he's ready for this. Right,
Dawson
Sue fell on Bowen over the ball.
Bowen's
be
going
Bowen.
to whip it in, isn't he? Bowen's going to whip it in.
Not too far.
Inverted winger. Who's he waving at? Why are they always waving at each other? No, Bowen. Back post. Come on, get up.
Oh,
Oh, you git.
corner.
Sissoko out for a corner, I think. How? He said how? I'm like, well, what? What do you mean how?
We didn't have many bodies in the box there attacking that.
Nah, there's a few back posts. I don't think they got it far enough to the back post, to be honest with you, Nick. Got Deal in the front post. Antonio's behind the keeper playing games.
He's playing hide and seek.
Peekaboo. Good cross in. Oh. No ball back out to the corner. Take a Bowen. Bowen first time whips it in back post deep. Dawson gets up. Watford defender give a free kick. Said Dawson clapped him on the back of the head, I think. Antonio's laying down with his back injury. Looks like.
That ain't good.
Nah. Look.
Oh,
he ran into Dawson and him. They all collided. All three players. He's done. Someone's, and the keeper fell over him as well. Then.
That's not good.
No.
It's funny. He got up and screamed at someone and then laid back down, wasn't it?
He was angry for a second. Then he thought, "Oh shit, I'm in pain." Thank you, Matt. Matt's told us that it's a corner. I want to be joint commentator.
That must have been the
Palace have just scored. Edward penalty. 8 minutes in.
Bloody hell.
I've got to go there New Year's Day, haven't we? Jesus.
Yeah.
We have it'd be a nice day. Either way, we'll just have
half 5 kickoff it is. I didn't know that. I thought it was 3 o'clock.
Was it R5?
Yeah, I only noticed today. I'm looked up today.
That's good though, because you're gonna have a few drinks New Year's Eve. So let
you
get
exactly,
the hangover a little bit, won't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Still to get down there for about 3 though. Get down there for about 3. Have a few beers before.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But some of us are in the executive boxes, and some of us are with the real fans.
Where's he going?
Yeah, they're having salmon en croûte and salmon terrine, and we're having a burger. We're having a burger from Dave's van.
Nigel's van.
We're not going to sit. They don't let us sit. I'm a cab driver. They don't let cab drivers sit in the boxes. That's just.
Oh, they're in a box.
Yeah, they're in a box.
I didn't know Crystal Palace had a box.
Anyway, good ball up to Antonio. Takes it really well.
Go.
Spins. Plays it out to Soufal on the right. Whips in a cross back.
That's a good ball.
Plays it to Bowen. Hit it.
Come on.
Hit it. Oh. Watford throw through. Well, you know, we've done all right the last 5.
Yeah, we have.
Done well since we went behind.
Yeah, Antonio hit a shot and they just threw some bodies in the way. Got it out. Here's Noble.
That's it, Noble. Come on.
There into Lanzini. Lanzini back out to Ben Rama. Ben Rama's on the left, whips in the cross. Goes out for a corner off of a
That'll do.
Yeah, well, that's good bit of play there.
Even Ben Rama's looking lively.
He's looking better today.
Yeah. Got to give credit where it's due. He looks decent.
Corner to West Ham. Who is it? Bowen taking it. So it's going to be an out swing up. Come on, Dawson. Make up for your mistakes, son.
That's what I'm looking for.
And it's his old club.
Soucek wins the header, but knocks it out to the edge. Plays it back to Lanzini from Ben Rama. And then further back to Soufal. Lanzini on the right. Whips it in. Straight to the keeper's hands.
Close to the keeper.
Yeah.
Poor cross.
No, poor cross that. Keeper's had a good haircut, ain't he? Bloody hell. What happened there? Oh no, there's a geezer with a top bun lying on the floor. Jesus. Look, Masuaku's behind Moyes. Look, Masuaku's thinking, if I was on the pitch, it would not be 1-0. That's what he's thinking. Look at his face. Vlasic is taking his jacket off. He's getting ready as well.
I want to see Oko flex today.
He's got to give him a go.
There is no point taking these. But there's no point taking these players if you ain't going to use them.
Striker. He's the one we got from Celtic I was telling you about, remember?
Oh.
So Diop gets the ball. Fabs brings it out. A little pass to Johnson, who plays it back to Fabs, who's thinking, why did I play it actually in the first place? Over to Nobes. No, that's Dawson, isn't it? Sorry, Dawson. Dawson plays an adventurous ball, which gets cut out by Watford player into Soufal, who loses it and gets cut out by Sissoko. Good bit of footwork, to be fair. Plays
Afternoon,
it in field.
Jeff. Afternoon, Jeff. Yes, we do need a reaction. I think we're getting one as well, to be fair.
A little bit, yeah. I think we need a goal now after the reaction.
Yeah. Well, the pressure's good,
Stating
though,
the
isn't it?
obvious, obviously.
The pressure's good
Yeah. Who, from them?
from us.
Yeah. We could have gone into our shell a little bit, but we've actually, since they've scored, we've been the better team. And I don't think they've sat back. I just think we've passed it around well.
Agreed.
People could say, oh, yeah, they're one, they're like the sitting back, but they're not. Watford ain't a sitting back sort of team, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Anyway, out to Dawson here, 40 yards out, plays it down the line to Soufal. Soufal, good little ball into Bowen. Oh, he couldn't, goal kick. Couldn't get his foot around it. Defender got his body in the way. Who's now dying?
I wonder if that player's going to roll back onto the pitch. Oh, no, he's not. No.
Oh, it's Dennis.
Good honest lad. Good
Well
honest
done,
lad.
Dennis. Well done, Dennis.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a great guy, Dennis.
I like a good honest player.
With a good, honest name. Dennis. Good, honest name. Good, honest player.
There is no better name than that, is there? Dennis.
I've never met a bad Dennis. Have I ever met a bad Dennis? No. Or Dennis the Menace? Maybe not.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's for another time. That's for our Beano channel. Goal kick, long ball. Dawson holds him up. Lanzini steps in.
Good play.
Ushek plays it through to Antonio. He tries to cut inside, but the defender did well there, to be honest with you.
He did do well.
When Rama picks it up, but loses it straight away.
Yeah, whipped at him, wasn't it?
Oh my.
Diop plays an awkward
yeah.
Dawson, but he wins it. That was
Nobody well
awkward.
there.
No,
Nobody
yeah, but that
well.
was terrible. Diop, but nobody.
Oh, well done,
Nobody,
Noble.
yeah,
Well done,
no,
Noble.
nobody's playing well.
Oh,
He is, mate.
I don't think he's. I think he's.
He won't last forever.
Soufal, what was that?
Oh my god.
Soufal's right up there, though. Look, he stopped chasing it like a fucking pest.
Well, he fucking better be. He lost it.
I think
He's
Noble's
not
operating
running back now, though.
a certain area. Noble's not running up and down the pitch. He's operating in a set area.
Oh, he's going left to right, isn't he?
Brilliant from Johnson
yeah.
there. Good defending from Johnson on the left-hand side.
He'll let Souček run the marathon. You go on. You go out there, run 30 miles, Souček. I'll just hover around this little area here.
Yeah, look, Sissoko's captain now. I have seen that he's been playing well. He's played all right today, all right, to be fair, already, I think.
Yeah.
Strong player, isn't he? Where did he go from Tottenham?
is,
Where did he go? Tottenham to where? What PSG, was it? Or Leon?
I thought he went. I thought he went Tottenham straight to Watford. I didn't know there was a club in
when they
between.
went abroad first, didn't he?
Oh, right, okay.
I'm sure he went abroad for a season.
I don't know.
Oh, did he get a big money move or something?
Mate, I genuinely think he went abroad. I'm going to have to Google it now because he's going to do me head in. I'll Google it in a minute.
Yeah.
Anyway, Watford up
Well done, Lanzini. Brilliant play.
Antonio gets held up there, literally.
Yeah.
Not held up. What's he doing? The geezer with the top knot.
Manhandled.
That geezer with the top knot's getting right on my nerves.
Yeah.
Crap haircut and honourable git already.
Look at him. He's ready.
Yeah.
And he's moaning about it.
He had him in a full Nelson.
Flying double top rope.
I need
Nothing
to stop
for
all
that.
the tippy tappy stuff around the box. I mean, yeah. I think and done bad. We've had a couple of little goes on goal. It hasn't all been tippy tappy. I guess that's a corner, isn't it?
No, you were right about Sissoko, Nick. He went from Spurs straight to Watford. That's an unusual move, isn't it? I didn't know that. I thought that was a bit of an odd move.
He was a bit part player, wasn't he, at Spurs?
Yeah. No, I know, but I just assumed he went abroad somewhere. I don't know why I thought that, but
I think we need the ball to break for us a little bit up there.
yeah.
A little bit of luck.
Oh, it's in swinging now. Is it Lanzini took it in? I don't know. Oh, keep on a flap at that,
Close.
isn't he?
Souček's just running after him.
Well done. Oh.
The
Come on,
defender.
ref.
He won the ball, John.
I know, but I'm just-
Souček won the ball back and then gave it away again.
Oh, fuck. Oh,
Soufal dived in a bit there. Is he going to give it?
No.
No,
that's
he
not a
didn't give
freak. No, he got the ball cleanly, didn't he?
it. Mhm. No, I know. I just thought the way
He lunged in though, didn't he?
Are you on one of your anti-Soufal crusades again, Nick?
Who's that? Why?
He got the ball cleanly there.
No, John was
London
saying,
not.
is he? John said, is he going to book him? And I said he did lunge in. He did.
No, I
lunge
said
in.
he's going to
He
get free
also got
kicks.
the
He went in quite strong, and sometimes even though he won the ball these days, you know, the refs don't like it, do they? Especially as Dennis rolled around like a right Dennis. Good feet.
You
Bowen.
don't expect that from a Dennis, do you?
You
No,
don't.
not
I said earlier, Gal, I've always liked every Dennis I've met.
Yeah.
Come on, Sufal, put it in the box. Where's Soucek? A back post, Soucek. Oh, defender done well, to be honest with you. For a throw-in, top not tell. I can't pronounce his surname on the back of the shirt, so I'm going to try. Paul Konchesky looks like his linesman there. With his new... Soufal plays it into Bowen, nice 1-2, back to Soufal. Bad cross.
Here we go.
Done well there.
We just need something to drop for us. Come on, we need a little bit of luck here. We're doing everything right.
Yeah, you're right. I agree with you, mate. Well, I agree. We're playing well now. We are playing well. We're taking it to him, which you can only do, really. Otherwise, what's the point?
We are.
You go one down so early. Playing it around nice. Benny, good feet. Benny, good
Nice,
turn.
very
Antonio.
good play. Good play, West
Get in
Ham.
the box. Get in the box.
That was a good move. It was a good move. It was unlucky.
Good move.
Yeah.
Mate, that geezer's been around forever, that defender, Cathcart. Jesus.
But that was playing straight through the middle of them, that was. That was Noble, Soucek, Lanzini.
Good football, Nick. That was good football.
It was really, really good. Good play. Good centre forward play from Antonio as well. Held the ball up.
Yeah. It was good ball into him from Benrahma, to be fair.
Yeah.
Give him credit where credit's due. Get up. Oh, Sissoko's everywhere. You know, Sissoko's winning every header. He's fucking clearing everything out of the box, starting all the fucking attacks.
Oh, he's quick, isn't he? Fucking hell.
Yeah, that's that Hernandez, I think I said at the beginning. He's rapid, mate.
I'll tell you it would make a big difference here, right? Is Yarmolenko if we had Yarmolenko on. What do you reckon?
I think so. And Arthur. A double.
Arthur, yeah. Free kick to them. He's given a free kick against.
Did he give a free kick against Antonio?
No, it was. I couldn't see it.
Probably.
Was it against Antonio?
Why do you think they panned the camera on him?
Maybe.
I don't know what he did wrong there. Let's have a look. I don't think he did much wrong there.
Oh, come on. He didn't. The player played it, didn't he?
Yeah.
What I mean is the player just felt the slightest of touch.
He played for it. He played for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
Take half hour to take the free kick now.
It's all right though. 1-0. 1-0 is recoverable. Especially because we're playing all right. This is a better performance than the Southampton game.
Much better. Wouldn't be
other than the slip up early on.
That was a weak header.
Yeah, other than the slip up early on, it's been.
That was a lack of communication there because Dawson was in the box all on his own, and Fabianski or him should be talking to each other because Fabs could have come and got that, or he could have said, "Header it bloody back to me." Look, I didn't show it, but that was an awful header. Anyway, Watford Lanzini, fantastic little header. Bowen plays it up. Watford clear again. Diop with a big header.
Moonhead into the other half.
Go on, Bowen.
This is the problem, getting caught on the break.
Yeah. Now, Watford on the edge. Plays it over to that Hernandez guy. And plays it out to Dennis. Dennis crosses it in.
No one there.
Goes over everyone's head. But he's chased his own bloody... Look. This geezer's a rapido, mate. That's gone off, isn't it?
Are you saying what? He crossed to himself and went and met the cross in the middle?
No, he played the ball to the geezer who then did the cross. And he chased the cross away. He's well quick, the geezer. I think he's Hernandez, his name was, eh?
He'd have to be fucking quick to have done that, though.
I've seen it done.
Get up, you prick. He went down like he'd been shot, that bloke.
I know.
I thought he would give it, though, the ref. I did think, I'm not saying it was, but I thought the ref would give it.
No, Antonio, what was Antonio?
That? Sloppy, wasn't it? Sloppy.
Every time.
Come on. Hold on to possession. Hold on to possession.
Soucek. Out to Benny. Benny into Antonio. Where's Antonio bloody come from?
Good.
Bowen on the edge of the box. Bowen on the edge. Off the defender. Into the keeper's arms.
Well, it was a shot. Just weren't a very.
I think the front three, Benrahma, Bowen, and Antonio. I don't think they've got set positions. They're almost dynamic. They're all over the place, switching sides, aren't they?
Yeah,
that's what it seems to be, which I don't disagree with.
Noble nicks it.
Well done.
So
Well
she
done.
heads
Good,
it back to
tidy-
Diop. Diop
good
to
tidy
Dawson.
work.
Dawson. Come on, Kenny.
Oh no!
Take
tidy
no.
work.
Fucking
Well
hell.
done, mate.
Legend, that bloke.
Dawson
Anyway,
put him
2,000 on the
right under
attack,
pressure there.
halfway in the Watford half. Look for the inside, look for the inside. Bowen
Got
on the
eight.
right. Plays it back infield to Noble. Back to Soufal. Whips in a cross. Good header from the defender.
Well up, Dulce.
Ooh.
That's better.
Yeah. Bowen back to Soufal. Into Noble. Noble's sort of orchestrating quite a bit, isn't he?
He's doing all
He
right,
is.
actually.
He's played really well.
Ball into Bowen's feet there. Back to Soufal. Back to Bowen. Good ball inside. Go
That's
on.
a really...
Yeah!
Come on!
What a
Yes!
what a goal.
goal.
Wait,
What
I
a
tell
goal.
you, that was fantastic football. Absolutely
Fucking brilliant.
brilliant football, that.
Come on.
Get in there. Great
I
finish
said
from Suchek as
Noble's
well.
orchestrating. Noble is orchestrating, mate.
Yeah.
Check Furlough.
Fantastic football, that.
Come on.
Moyes is saying to Dawson, don't fucking let me do it
Right,
again,
watch
you
that again,
bastard.
look.
Look at that, look.
Such good football.
Soufal,
Bowen to
Bowen.
Dawson to Bowen, through to Suchek.
Great
Bobby,
goal.
finish.
See, fuck all this whipping, angling. You haven't got to constantly whip crosses into the box. Play on the fucking floor. We've got the ability to do it.
Nick, can
We
I
just,
say
we
something?
just carve them open.
Yeah.
One check, Perlo. There's only
Only
one check,
check,
Perlo.
Furlough.
That's a fantastic response. You know, like we said, since they've scored, we
Brilliant.
took the game. We have definitely took the
Yeah,
game
you
from
had.
them, and that's
Get
our just
in there.
rewards. That is
Get
that is our just rewards. That
Claire called it.
well
It's a
said,
Suchek
Claire.
goal.
I thought she was behind. Oh, she is behind. We saw that goal 3 minutes ago, Claire. Get over it, love. I'm glad he scored. Good luck. Well done. That was
Yeah,
fantastic.
come on,
football, that
come on.
was.
It was a really good finish. Brilliant finish.
It's one of them, though, Nick. When it comes across to him like that, he's just got to hit it. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Not hit and hope, but he's just
But
got
no time to think about it, though. No time to think about it.
Yeah, we got to carry on with this intensity now. We're definitely on top. I know
Come
they've
on.
had the goal, and they've had a couple of little quick counter attacks, but
Well done, Benny.
we had a lot more of the ball in their half for sure. Keep it up.
Well,
Well done, Lan. Go on.
Brilliant,
Go on,
Lanzini.
Lanzini.
Go on. Nick the
Go
ball
on,
back.
Antonio.
Antonio.
Get in the box. Get in the
No
box.
one in
we
there.
need help. It's it, Benny. Yes! Come on! Yes!
Come
Come
on,
on!
you beautiful irons.
Well done, Benny. 2 and
Good
2.
football
Confidence
again.
now. He's got the
We're
confidence.
playing football on the floor. We're playing football on the floor.
Yeah. They don't know what to do. Look at their faces. They don't know what's fucking hit them.
Ranieri's standing there thinking, I won the Premier League, remember?
I know, he's looking to his bench. He can't see Vardy or Mahrez.
Come on. Well, Lanzini there
Lanzini.
done brilliantly.
Lanzini to Antonio.
Lanzini.
Antonio done really well. Benny, first
What a
time.
great goal. What a great goal.
I mean,
It might have took a little deflection, but it don't matter.
I think the goalkeeper messed up, didn't he?
The
But,
Algerian
it's
Messiah.
Really good.
And what a goal. And this is one for you, John, from Ross. No's playing a fucking blinder. Yes, he is.
He is playing a
No,
blind.
he's having an absolute blinder, Noble. I'm
But
not.
the
I'm not
Algerian
saying that
Messi, both Nick's two victims.
That could be given as an own goal, you know. I think that's going to be given as an own goal.
No, it's on target. It won't be an own goal because it's on target, Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the
If it's
keeper's
on
going.
target, it goes down to.
Is that what it is?
whoever
Oh, it was a
Well,
lovely
yeah, that's
finish
actually
from the
off him.
Goal,
defender, wasn't it?
Benny. Good luck to him.
No, it's his goal anyway.
Yeah, yeah, of course it is. Of course it is.
Now
That
the thing is
superb.
now, like I said to you, you said why did they pick Benny? I said, well, Moyes might look at it and think he scored, his tails up, he's got confidence.
Yeah,
now
yeah,
he's
yeah.
scored again. He's a confidence player,
Well,
isn't he?
he has been. He's been all over the place today, hasn't he, to be fair.
They all
Update
have.
score, Nick.
We're playing really well with attacking.
Lanzini for that last.
Nice.
But for
Nick,
that last goal, Lanzini was superb.
Yeah. 100%.
Nick, it's still 1-1 according to this.
What's that?
It's still 1-1 according to this. You need to change
I'll
the score.
change it. Do you know what? I was that negative. I didn't do a 2-1 template. Let me change it.
He's going to have to change the template every time we score now because there's going to be several of these.
Hang on.
We've got to keep this up because they're there for the taking.
Go on, Bowen. Go on, Bowen.
Go on, bully them. Corner.
This is so much better.
They are there for the taking, mate.
Oh, this is so much better from our front men, though, isn't it? All of them.
Come on.
Lanzini, Benny, Bowen, Antonio, even. They're all right up for this, aren't they? Sort that score out, Nick. Come on.
I'm doing it now. Hang on 1 minute.
You know, Ben Rama was meant to be gone by now to the AFCON. What's happened? Has it been delayed?
Yeah, it's cancelled. It's cancelled.
Oh, it's been cancelled, is it?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know.
COVID.
Right, yeah. No, I didn't hear. I thought last week I thought it was still going ahead. I don't know why. Anyway, corner whipped in from Lanzini.
Oh,
Antonio header. Could have just flicked it on rather than go for goal, but unlucky, son. Even Freddie's happy. Look.
I bet it is.
Great football.
They're there for the taking now, though. We've got to keep this intensity up because we could easily get 3 or 4 against these.
Yeah. We could
get another one before half time. I mean, it'd be
probably bounce back. We could probably bounce back in this game.
Yeah, bounce back ability. Anyway, Souček into Benny, who's flying. Little flick. Even these flicks are coming off.
Oh, what an arrogant little flick! Arrogant little flick from Benny.
Take them down for me. There's none left. I don't want no more beer now. Take them down, please. Nah, it's in trouble now. Dawson, hold him up, son. Hold him up, Dawson. Oh, well done,
Soufal.
Well done.
Well done, Soufal.
Right, I've got the other templates in there ready, all right?
The Algerian Messi is doing all right, isn't he?
He's playing well. Like Nick said, I think. Look, I'm not just saying it because I'm a Noble lover. I think Noble's playing really well. Souček's playing well. Benny, Bowen and Soufal are linking up very well. You know, Antonio, Lanzini.
We're playing a different style of football here. We're playing passing football.
Yeah,
really through the middle. I just don't know.
I think bounce back without Rice, absolutely. And we had some good results without Rice last year until it was 3 or 4 games. I think we played well without Rice, and then suddenly we missed him. I think we ran out of steam. He got an injury. Do you remember last season?
Who are we talking about?
Rice. We had a few when he got injured last season. We had a couple of good results without him, and then suddenly it all went to pot after that.
Yeah.
I think
I hope people don't start saying we're better off without him, because that ain't the case.
No. But I think what you can see here, though, Nick, is that Noble,
he can do a job. Noble can do a job.
He's playing deep, and Souček is playing up, and Souček is better in that role, isn't he?
Yeah, he's been better. He's been better today.
Yeah, I don't think it can be denied that he's better in that role, isn't he?
Not just his goal. He's been more useful today.
Benny arranged to play 2 more games before he was off. Well, no, I think the AFCON is off.
I haven't heard it's off, Gal. That's what's
I think that was a rumor, Gary.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I've been falling for clickbait.
But the good thing is that Arthur Masuaku's going to AFCON, so that's good.
Oh right, okay. No, he's not, because his team didn't qualify.
Oh shit! Really?
Because he would play left back.
Yeah.
So is it all African players?
There is a chance. I'll tell you what. Who does Diop play for? Because he plays for one of the African countries, doesn't he?
I think he's changed allegiance to Morocco, isn't he?
He gave up on France. He gave up on France, didn't he?
Yeah, and I think he's changed allegiances to Morocco or something.
Morocco is in Africa, though, John.
Yeah.
Nick, I know where it is, mate. What are you talking about?
He's a black cab driver. He knows where fucking
the meter wouldn't take you there, though.
That's his dream fair.
Noble's new nickname is now the Conductor. All right.
He is. You could retire on that fare, John, to Morocco and back.
Is that your dream fare, John? You pick someone up at Liverpool Street. You say, where to? Morocco, please, mate.
Yeah, Marrakesh, please.
Yeah, Marrakesh.
Just give a foul away then. Soufal is livid. He's thrown both arms up in the air, Soufal. Dawson's pointing his finger.
Claret Noble's experience is shown in this game.
Yeah.
Certainly is.
He's doing really well.
I agree. I just hope he can keep up.
Well, he probably won't play. You know, playing the old game is a bit much, I think, for him. But if he comes off and we're 3-1 up with 20 left, I'll be happy. You know.
Yeah.
Who's this geezer? He looks. What's his hair? What's he look like?
He just woke up.
Just looks like he just woke up. Yeah. The Watford player looks like he just woke up. Yeah. He was the one. He's the one who Lanzini stole the ball off of. So he probably has just woke up.
Just woke up, but he's living a nightmare at the moment, isn't he?
But I'll tell you what, though, I've often said it before. I believe that Ben Rama is better when you've got Lanzini in the team.
Yeah, you do.
Nick, that hasn't paid fruit until today. There's been a few occasions this season they have been in the same team.
Not many.
You could say Ben is better when Noble's in the
it's-
team. That's all I'm going to say.
say
Hashtag
that.
Noble forever. Hashtag one more year.
One more
year. Oh, look, Antonio is having a battle today. That's what we like to see out of Antonio.
We're playing football on the floor, and we're playing the ball into channels. We're giving him a chance. We're playing to heat.
I agree with you there. The playing the ball into channels thing is, we said it, didn't we? We're not playing them balls recently where you can chase them down and put them under pressure, but today we are.
That's good. Good little bit of battling there. That was like a training ground exercise, wasn't it?
Oh,
unlucky.
Look at that ball from Noble's first time.
Yeah.
He's like the Cockney Messi.
The Cockney Kaka.
I never rated Kaka that much, you know. I used to think he was
top
all over
player.
height. He was over height.
You didn't rate Kaka. We'll give him our team. He's shit.
He retired about 29, didn't he? Can't have been that bloody good.
He was amazing.
Lanzini, great take, Lanzini.
Great feet.
Oh, Antonio.
Unlucky. Unlucky.
Lanzini's feet there were fantastic.
Unlucky.
Geriatric Messi.
Nick.
Yeah.
Nick.
What?
Bam, Matt. Don't
talk about Mark Slowball like that, all right?
Mate, the geezer behind me. When I go to the next home game, I'm going to tell the geezer behind me. Did you see Noble against Watford, or as you call him, Mark Slowball?
Chris, you're very demanding. We need a 5-1 win to get us back. I'll take a 2-1 win.
I'll take any fucking win.
Watford on the attack, on the edge of the area. Dennis plays it in. Good header from Soufal. I like saying the name Dennis. It's like, I don't know.
It reminds you of one of them old trucks, doesn't it? You know, like the big Dennis truck. Sturdy and well
like a big Eddie Stobart truck named Dennis.
Yeah.
Well, Dennis and Thomas the Tank Engine friend. Might have been, you know.
Was Dennis one of the trains?
I'm just absolutely waffling. I don't know why you give me job of commentator. I just waffle. I go off. I've got verbal diarrhea. Anyway, throw in Ben Johnson with the throw.
Spurs are behind.
What we like to see.
I don't care who they're playing, but come on, whoever Spurs are playing.
Anyone seen friend of the show, Sean? Good ball out to Soufal. Soufal is moving forward.
Soufal's galloping.
Oh, God, Soufal.
Galloping forward like a Czechoslovakian reindeer.
Czechoslovenian?
Czechoslovakian.
Yeah, it's a new country. There's another divide over there. There's the conductor. Oh, for fuck's sake, Noble.
The conductor. Mark the conductor.
Not a bus conductor. I mean, operatic conductor.
He is more of a bus conductor now, isn't he?
What, on the 15? Where you going, mate? 15. Oh, Fabianski's taking the piss now. Look, he's just like, come and get me if you want.
Time wasting, lovely. I love a bit of time wasting.
This is where Adrian will be doing kick-ups at this point.
Yeah.
Has he done that? Did he do it?
Oh, Antonio's got one to run on to.
That's it, lovely.
Tottenham are getting beat by Southampton, who are down to 10 men.
Come on, you dirty saints.
Told you, the mighty set. Look, Noble's pointing at people. He is in charge.
I'll tell you what. What happened? Ward-Prowse scored in the 25th minute. And then in the 40th minute, they've gone down to 10 men for a second yellow card. I bet you it's another bollocks decision.
Yeah, it must be. It's Spurs, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everett Spurs are getting all the help they can wish for at the moment. Did you notice, by the way, you know that second goal they scored against us in the League Cup was fucking miles offside, wasn't it?
I didn't know.
Well, they said that if VAR would have been in play, there's a possibility it would have been chalked off, but...
Yeah. No, 10 yards offside, John.
Gary's saying 20 yards offside, though.
Well, the thing is that obviously in cup competitions like FA Cup, Carabao Cup, because of some of the lower league, all the lower leagues don't have the system set up.
Hang on, look, losers coming on. That's promising.
Who's coming on?
Loser, L-O-U-Z-A, loser.
Kinky's gone off. Oh, sorry, Kinko. Kinky feminine. What?
Yeah, look, loser's coming on. That's what we want to see.
I don't know about loser, but whoever he's there needs a slap. Thanks. Matt's just noticed that there's a Watford sub. Cheers, Matt. Thanks for that.
Cheers, Matt. Nice one, mate.
Yeah, that's loser that's just come on.
They're making us sub early.
Ranieri's still looking at his bench. Look, he's looking for Vardy. Where's Vardy?
Ranieri. Oh, good touch through from them, to be fair. Well done, Johnson. Great defending. Then he give it away. Sissoko on the right. Surrounded by Lanzini and Benny. Got nowhere to go. Plays it back.
Work rate is good.
Oh, get up. Get up. Oh, God.
The work rate is good. We're pressing them. Them.
Yeah. You know Ranieri? Who used to watch Bagpuss?
Yeah, I did.
Ranieri looks like the little peacock bird thing, didn't he? Little woodpecker with the glasses, didn't he? I don't know what his name was. Sorry. Messina. Have Messina. Tell me, have Messina. 2-0 Palace against Norwich.
Oh, that's a shame.
Mateta.
They're not really anywhere near us anyway, are they, Palace?
Yeah, we've got them Saturday, haven't we?
Yeah.
We don't want them to be flying, do we?
That's all right. If we can come off the back of a win.
Who doesn't beat Norwich, though? Let's be honest.
Down the left, he's up against Noble, squares it in the box, well out from Dawson. Craig Cathcart, who he's been around this geezer. He was at Blackpool when Blackpool was in the Premier League. I'm sure he was. That's how long ago he's been playing. Jesus.
Oh, I remember that was like 4 years ago, wasn't it?
No, Fred, before you was born, mate.
Oh, I remember playing him.
You played against Blackpool?
No, West Ham.
No, you never. You're dreaming. See them. Sissoko got the ball. He had 3 on him.
Yeah.
Like you said, they're crowding around him.
Trying to rattle him, yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, it's good though because
Kane, he's equalised. So
Kane penalty. That must have been. That's probably what the sending off led to the penalty.
Fuck's sake.
1-1 Spurs.
Spurs are getting gifted another win then.
Yeah, always.
God bless the referees, eh? Fantastic, aren't they? They're all fantastic, all of them.
Throw Walcott on.
Can't believe the amount of helping hands that Spurs and Arsenal and the others are getting at the moment. It's pissing me right off.
Not allowed to talk about VAR, Gary.
No.
Well,
anyway, let's not mention the Spurs again this afternoon unless Southampton scores. Don't want to depress us all. How are the other games going?
Right, we've got
Soucek out to Benny. Go on, take him on, Benny. Go on, don't be scared. Go on. Well done, Benny.
No, you've got Palace 3-0. Southampton Tottenham is 1-1. Obviously, we're winning 2-1. Leeds Villa is postponed. Leicester Liverpool is 8 o'clock. The Arsenal Wolves game is postponed as well.
I wonder if Delia Smith has suddenly realised that sacking the manager was just a real big waste of time.
Farker? Yeah, I know. I bet he's happy. Any John Farker at the moment, sort of watching this?
Yeah, I'm very happy watching Delia. She fucked up sacking me. And now I'm sitting in Germany with £8 million in his pocket, isn't it? For those of you who don't know, that's my Daniel Farquhar impression. Johnson's doing all right, isn't he, today? Battling well.
He always delivers to a certain standard, doesn't he? Even on the left.
Yeah. Go on, Nobes. Go on, son. Plays it out to Soufal. Soufal down to Bowen. Bowen inside. Back to Soufal. A little bit of a deflection.
We are reacting quicker to every second ball than they are. Yeah. They don't seem at the races, Watford.
Massively, I agree. Go on, Benny. Take him on full of confidence. Go on, Benny. Ben Rama, great skill. Unlucky. Good idea. Benny's playing well. He's
playing well.
Oh, yeah, look, Palace are 3-0 up. Schlupp.
3-0.
Whose name sounds like if you dropped your ice cream on the floor, the noise it would make.
It's true, actually.
Benny outside. Benny's going to cross it. Come on, son. Get it over. Great cross. Oh, Antonio didn't jump. Couldn't really get up for that. Watford clear it out. Is Diop to Johnson. Johnson to Benny. Loses his possession to the Watford player.
Back.
Get back. We're all right. Noble's there. Don't worry.
Noble's there.
Dennis is running through. Plays it out left to their left. Up against Soufal. Don't dive in. Well done, Bowen. Nice toe poke. Bowen got back really well there. Helped that Soufal. Well up, Johnson. Don't lose it there, Benny. Don't foul him there either. Hernandez goes for a shot.
Hey. 2 minutes of injury time.
1 minute 30 to go.
Well, I mean, look, you got to say,
look, this has been a good half. I mean, that was a fucking awful start.
Yeah.
You got to say, apart from the first 4 minutes, in fact, it weren't even the first 4 minutes. It was one move, wasn't it? It was one move when they caught us cold. I think other than that, it's been a really, really positive performance. This.
Here we go.
It could have quite easily gone downhill from that. It could have quite easily deflated them, right? It could have quite easily, in my opinion, the players have gone, Dawson's been immense for us. We need to fucking help him out here because everyone will just slate him.
Good work from Bowen there. Good defensive work.
And I'm glad they've got themselves out of a hole. I know there's another 45 to go and things can change. Yeah. If we carry on playing like this, I can't see any reason why we won't win.
I can't see anything from Watford other than, if we make an individual mistake, like happened with a goal.
Yeah,
exactly. That could happen, but I don't see them creating something.
No, and you've still got to be on your guard because they are quick. Their front three are very quick. King, Dennis, and Hernandez are rapid. So if you make that mistake or switch off, and they're running through, you find it hard to stop them. You know.
Just so you all know, at this current moment in time, we're back in 5th place. We're 1 point in front of Spurs, and
we're not mentioning them.
And we are 3 points in front of Man United.
There it is.
There we go. Good off.
Very good off. Very good off. Oh. Yeah, really happy with that. I mean, sorry, someone's buzzing here.
That's your app. You got one of your million apps on your phone. I'll get the same thing.
Yeah, but I mean, all in all, it was a shock, wasn't it, to start with, going 1-0 down so soon after 4 minutes. A real massive shock. But we showed.
I was fearing the worst. At that point.
So was I, because it just looked like we'd just folded. It was like the guy just waltzed through the midfield and had a shot at goal, and Dawson dived in. I mean, it was so simple. It was a very good finish. It was quality finish. Yeah. He put it in the only place that Fabianski couldn't get anything on it. But then I think what we saw immediately was a reaction. I mean, within a couple of minutes, Benrahma had hit the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was it was all looking good from that point on, wasn't it? I mean, we had a lot of possession in the final third of the pitch. The front players have all done their job today, and Bowen obviously he always does. But in addition to that, Lanzini's been superb. I think Benrahma's had his best game for a long time. So has Antonio. Souček's been playing in advanced position,
been much better.
With Noble behind him, he's been looking good. He clearly prefers playing in that role, but unfortunately, when he's in the team with Rice, they revert, don't they? So he's just. And Noble has been my pick of the half, to be honest. I think he's played brilliantly.
He's been the best player. Everything's been starting from Noble.
Yeah, and I'd also like to give special mention to Benrahma because I've been overly critical of him. Critical. I've been fairly critical of him. There's no doubt there's a player in there. The frustration comes from the fact that you want him to perform. And I think alongside Noble today, they've played very well. But there's been others, But I think all of the attacking unit has been very good.
Yeah. No, I agree. And then go on to the Souček goal. Which I thought was a quality little move. Who played the ball through to him?
It was wasn't it Antonio in the end who slipped him through? Was it? It was Antonio that slipped him through in the end. But it was just. Do you know what I will say? Overall, in that half, from the time that we scored, this is the best football that we've played this season. In that period, we've played some brilliant football. There's been none of this. I'll tell you what's changed in this. It ain't all been about overlapping fucking fullbacks, whipping balls into the box. We haven't been doing that. We've been playing through the middle. We've been playing the ball on the floor through the middle. We've been carving them open, and we have the ability in our team to do that. And that's what infuriates me. We've been retaining possession as well. We've been moving the ball well, and they've been pressing us. But whenever Lanzini's on the ball or Benrahma's on the ball in tight spaces, they're comfortable. They can get themselves out of trouble. And there always seems to be options on in this game. There's always a pass on. Yeah. So no, I'm really fucking chuffed with that. And
it's just a lot of the basics that they're doing very well. Pass and move.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just pass them
Exactly,
round, you know?
exactly, yeah.
Ranieri's getting the pizza in. He probably is after that, actually. You know.
He is.
Uh,
But that
I
was
mean,
that was a fantastic finish from Souček. I've got to be honest. I'm really pleased for him. And
It
again,
was.
you know, Ben Rama deserves his goal. He does deserve it.
He's played very well. He's
Yeah.
played very well. And
I-
that, go on, Gal. Sorry.
No, I mean that was a lovely move for the second goal as well, wasn't it? With Bowen and Ben Rama. I think Antonio had a part to play in that as well, didn't he? Putting the ball in, and it was a quality finish. I mean, I don't know whether it would have gone in had it not taken deflection. I think it probably would, but it was on target anyway, so it's his goal.
Does it? Yeah, exactly.
No, it doesn't matter at all. And I think that is good reward for a good performance, unlike what he got on Saturday, which was good reward for a crap performance, right? No one, you know. I'd rather the way it happened on Saturday. I'd rather someone else has scored. You know what I mean? But I like to see players who are doing well get their reward. And I think Virgil takes the knee.
Take the knee.
What?
No, take the knee for King Benny. No.
No,
Yeah.
listen. I'm not anti any player that walks on that pitch wearing
Neither am
that shirt. I want them to perform, but in the same breath, I will be critical of them. And look,
John, can I interrupt? One thing, right? That performance that he's put in now in that half. That's why we get so pissed off with him, because we know what he can do.
Yeah,
and he doesn't do it very often. He just fucking doesn't. He don't do it very often.
But before the game, I was saying I'm not sure this is the game for Noble. He's been brilliant. So what do I know? It's just an opinion, you know.
Yeah, that's it.
The only dilemma now is if Ben Rama's here for today and here for Saturday, and he plays so well, then he's bloody going to the AFCON.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, there you go. There's Danny. Ben Rama's put up very good numbers, but he's not undeserving of criticism. He's not. He's he's not. So, but don't get me wrong. If we had that Ben Rama all the time, then he's undroppable.
Well, I think earlier in the season when we first started doing these streams very badly, right? We were talking about Ben Rama and we were overly gushing about him because he was right on the boil and he was doing so well. And then suddenly his form fell off a cliff. So you got to call it how it is, right? You got to say how it is. Credit when you do well and bit of criticism when you don't do
but again, I'm not going to go over the top off the back of one performance either. He's got to be doing that consistently. He's got to be doing it consistently. But he has been. This has been brilliant in this half. Yeah, he's been superb. Yeah, look, this is that goal, Gary. The Souček goals, and that was Bowen. Bowen slips him through. So Souček into Bowen. Bowen sort of really good. It was a give and go between Bowen and Souček. Great pass again from Bowen. He's and that's another player we didn't mention. Do you know something? He's so good that sometimes you don't even notice him. You almost expect these. You expect these performances from Bowen, but he's so important to what we do. Yeah. He really is.
Massively important.
Well, John Barnes was he was like at Watford when he became a star, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Who's that he's with?
Matthew Upson, isn't it? You know, the brave defender that we used to have, Matty Upson.
Yeah.
Yeah, very brave, very brave.
Oh yeah, of course it is. It's a shitty stream you've given me.
Yeah.
So look, there's a message from Epic Cash Time. He says Fabianski doesn't have it in him to bail us out when the defenders make a mistake. He'll simply concede, and everyone will say it wasn't his fault.
He had no chance. To be honest. Yeah.
He had no chance. He had no chance for that, mate. Unless he was Inspector Gadget and he had fucking extendable arm. There's no way he was going to pull that out the top corner.
I don't want to see this geezer on the pitch again. But it's difficult. But used to, I mean, earlier on after the Southampton game, we were talking about it, and used to suggested chopping Fabianski for Areola.
I still would. I would still.
No, I know what you're saying, but he hasn't. But I don't think Fabs can be blamed for any goals where he deserves to be chopped. That's the difficulty.
I'm not blaming him. I'm not blaming him, and I'm not saying that he's done anything wrong. I just think that Areola is better. It's as simple as that. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no, and what I said the other day, John, I did actually say that I don't think he was responsible for any of the goals.
No, I know.
So I was just kind of saying that I know what Nick is saying, because we've seen some amazing reflex saves and some agility from Areola in the cup.
I think
Having
he's
said
a
that,
better
against Spurs, Areola behind the crack
It
defence.
was amazing. Well,
looked a bit crap.
him and Dawson. I mean, if we hadn't have had Fabianski and Dawson in that game, what would the score have been at half time?
Yeah. And I agree with this as well. And that Bowen easily our second best player behind Rice.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. Yeah, without a shadow.
Oh
of a
yeah,
doubt.
he's consistent. That's the thing.
Yeah.
He's
He's been
consistent.
amazing.
100%, Grant. 100%.
He's been amazing this year, Bowen.
Go, gadget arm.
By the way, I want to ask Grant, did you find the parking space you messaged me about? Let me know. Grant sent me a private DM about parking spaces because I'm
bit of inside info.
Because I'm the knowledge of London, you know what I mean? He was asking me about information. And I get it all the time, guys. Get it all the time.
You've been giving out exclusive black cab tips.
Parking spaces where you don't get a ticket for games. Yeah. I haven't even told you to.
Right. I've got free parking anyway.
You have to DM me if you want that information.
Yeah.
I'm going to DM you, John. I'm going to DM you.
I'm just going to go and get a drink quickly, right, guys?
Right, before you go, John, because we know what's going on, do you think there's going to be a change at half time?
No need to, mate. What's the point?
No,
why change something that's working? Keep it as it is, mate.
It's all good.
The only change I think you can foresee is I'm not sure Noble can last the whole game. I hope he can if he's playing that well, but I don't think he can.
I think playing deep he can.
You think?
Yeah, he ain't marauding up the pitch, is he?
Nah, true.
And to be honest,
legs.
Yeah.
His legs. I mean, they're going to come out at some point.
His little old legs.
They're going to put pressure on at some point. Look, there's no need to change the team.
You know what? We do talk about Noble like he's 50 years old. How old is he? He's 34.
No, you talk about Noble like he's 50 years old. The funny thing is, Nick, when we do these streams, everyone in the chat, who looks older, me, Nick, or Gary? I'll come back and see the information.
Well, it's got to be me, right? I am by far.
No, but your brother looks older than you, Gal. That's what I'm saying.
I don't think so. Physical impossibility that could be.
Yeah.
Right. So, look, delighted with that half.
Yeah, I am.
I wonder how long Nobes can last in this half. Hopefully, he'll have a few caffeine pills at half time and give himself a little bit of a boost.
I think he'll be all right. I think he'll be fine. I mean, like I say, he's not. I don't think. He's not. He doesn't appear to be being. It depends how they set up in the second half. If they come out flying at us and we start being overrun in midfield, then he's going to have more chasing to do. But at the moment, in that first half, I don't think he was more on the ball. And when you're on the ball, you don't get as tired. It's when you're chasing the ball. If you're chasing the ball, you get knackered. He ain't done much of that, really.
Yeah, that's right. He hasn't been chasing shadows. He hasn't been chasing.
No. He's not been doing that.
And I think from the defensively, we've looked, apart from the slip up for the goal, we've looked very solid at the back as well, haven't we? Soufal's been better. Yeah, Johnson's been a massive improvement on Masuaku down the other side. So I think it's all been good.
That we haven't discussed. I mean, do you know what? We haven't even noticed the left-hand side because Johnson's been there.
And that's the way it should be. That's the way it should be.
And you know what? That's Johnson up against either King because they change sides. They normally change sides. I can't tell you if I noticed in this one actually.
Yeah.
But normally they change sides throughout the game. Every single one of those players is quick and threatening. Yeah. And they haven't targeted Johnson because they know he can defend.
He doesn't give a toss about pace. So I mean, you saw him up against Son a little while ago, and he just took him out of the game, didn't he? He knows how to do it. He knows how to manage himself. The only problem with him is, like you said, he's getting forward. Not the best, but to be honest, I'll settle for having Ben Rama in the form that he's in, playing in front of him, because that gives you all the getting forward that you need on the left hand side, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
So there's no need to have a defender that overlaps if you've got someone who's doing their job. I mean, it's a lovely thing to have. It's a nice to have, but there's no need. Nick is the oldest, Matt says.
Sort of.
There you go. Love you, Matt.
Yeah.
So, what do you expect from this half then?
Well, now I'm full of optimism. Do you know what? It does depend on the David Moyes element, because if he instructs them to go out and then play exactly the same way, we've got another couple of goals in this here. We could go on, especially as Watford get a bit more desperate. They're going to open up more space. I think we could get 2 or 3 more. I do worry that David Moyes reverts to type and tries to close the game out. I think that would be a mistake. What I mean by that is, pull Souček and Lanzini back because they've almost got like it's an inverted triangle. You've got Noble at the back and you've got Lanzini and Souček bombing on.
Yeah.
And they're coming back when we're defending, but when we're on the front foot, all of those players are getting forward. They're all getting forward and joining the attack. If he's just got to stick. What he's done in the first half, it has worked. It's worked. You know, the first goal that Watford scored, really, in retrospect, it was a defensive mistake. Dawson did sell himself too easy. It was probably avoidable. So it ain't like we've been ripped to pieces. That was just a bit of an easy, sloppy goal that we conceded again.
Yeah.
And what a bounce back. So no, keep doing the same thing. No changes required. And you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if we scored another 2 in this one.
Do you just thought of this on the way up? Do you think the early goal changed the whole mindset of the team? And we'll never know.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Would have been that forward thinking if we were still 0-0?
I think when you look at the lineup, obviously Souček and Lanzini were always they're Noble's been playing deep. Souček and Lanzini have been bombing on and helping the attack. That must have been the game plan. I just think that we got caught cold at the start. I think that's what happened. But what I said, my worry is, John, is that Moyes kind of reverts to type and tries to sort of sit and hold the lead now after at half time. I hope he doesn't do that.
What have we been saying for weeks? Attack is the best form of defence for us.
especially when your defence is weak. Fucking get the ball as far away from your defence as possible. Get it up the other end.
I don't think our defence today is weak. Dawson made a mistake, but on paper that is better than the defence we had because there's no bloody Masuaku.
There's no Masuaku, but I still don't trust at the moment. Look, listen, 1-on-1.
I know it's not Ogbonna and Zuma. I get that. I get that. You know,
I don't want any player running at Dawson or Diop.
Well, I'm saying Arthur's coming on 70 minutes.
Fucking hell, Grant. Well, Grant's banned. Block him.
I'm never giving him another parking space again.
Okay, back to the game, John. John Motson, you're up.
Are we on? Yeah. Oh, that was quick.
Well, I'm going for a wee, actually.
Great info.
There you go.
Kicked off. Back to the Watford keeper. Lovely.
It's where we like it to be.
What's that, mate? Oh, yeah, that's where you want the ball now, mate.
With the Watford keeper.
So the Watford team is backman, defence, Loser, Cirilletta, Cathcart, Messina. Defensive midfield, Sissoko and Cooker.
Great little tackle there from Diop. He took the man, the ball, everything.
Dennis is livid, look.
Dennis has got a right ump.
Diop's like, you ain't being no menace, Dennis.
Fucking hell. He went right through him there, didn't he? Beautiful. I love to see a tackle like that. Good night.
Hey, look. Danny Martinez. Fun fact. Watford's Camilo Hernandez nickname is El Cucho, which is Colombian slang for geezer.
He's a geezer. He's a geezer.
Sometimes it's handy having these Americans on, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who's that behind David Moyes? Look like Crowell's dad.
I don't know. Go on, Diop, sort it out. Oh, fucking hell, Diop.
Through the ball. No, Soufal covers up.
I made the mistake, John, of giving credit to Diop. And then he fucks up about 30 seconds later. Oh, this ain't good.
Oh.
Good cover from Bowen. Good cover from Bowen. He gets through so much work, that Bowen, up and down the pitch. Yeah, brilliant.
People say that he's like Moyes' golden child. He's his favourite. But if you perform, you become a favourite by your performances, not for no other reason.
Exactly. He deserves to be the favourite, doesn't he?
I think Grant said it in the chat that he's their second best player after Rice. Antonio picks it up. He's going through the players. Lanzini out wide. We've got two overlapping. Souček plays it in. Antonio.
Was he offside? Oh, come on. Was he offside there?
No way. Deflected off to come off a defender. Can't be offside, surely.
Oh, right, okay.
I might have missed it, but it looked like come off a defender to me.
3 minutes in, I think Moyes is going for it, Nick.
Yeah,
He's
now
having
we
a go at
can-
Diop. He's having a go at Diop.
Yeah.
He was telling Diop then. I'm telling you, he was having a go at Diop about what he
Yeah,
did,
look.
Cal.
Yeah,
I'm on
because
the
he
ball with
fucked up just
template.
now,
There we go. Look,
didn't
3-1. 3-1.
Who nicked it?
So it's Ben Rama
Rama
into Antonio.
Into Antonio.
Antonio Lanzini, Soucek.
First
Soucek
time ball from
No, they're
Soucek.
onside, mate.
We're onside. We're onside.
First
His
time
arm,
ball
he
from
didn't get
Soucek. What a ball.
Defender, that
really good.
defender got that touch, and then it went to Bowen.
Yeah,
Mate, I tell you what, right? There's a.
brilliant.
I never sort of agreed with it to some extent, but I'm telling you something.
What's this
Oh,
now?
yeah,
Possible foul. Oh, fuck off. So this is Soucek on whoever it is.
Oh, that made him go down.
No
Free
way.
kick. Free
Is
kick.
he's brushed him.
That's a free kick.
Oh, he
No
did
goal.
clip his ankle. He clips his ankle. It's yeah.
Has he clipped his ankle? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
When was that though? When was that though?
That's how he got the ball, and that's how Ben
That's
Rama.
how we won the ball back to Ben Rama. Look,
That's how Ben Rama got the ball.
it's going to get ruled out. It's going to get ruled out.
Yeah, yeah. Ah,
It's a foul. It's not, but when you look at it in slow motion replay on a fucking screen like this, I mean that's ridiculous. Rolled out.
To be honest with you, Nick, I think that's actually looking at it. You can't not give that looking at it.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Yeah, but that's fucking 10 passes back, John.
I know, but it's in the same phase of play. That's what I'm saying. He did make a meal of it, but they're gonna any little touch are gonna go down in they players. They do.
Yeah.
So we won't get too excited then. We'll go back
Let's go and get the third one again. Let's go and
Two
score.
one.
Let's score the third goal again. I don't know how many times we're going to have to score this third goal, but
Noble's chasing the ref. Soucek's having a go at the ref.
yeah. Right, hang on a minute.
That's a shame. He deserved that goal, Bowen.
I ain't got the volume up to hear what Claret and Booze saying.
Well, it was a foul, wasn't it? It was a when you look at it like that, you can't not give it.
Well done, Noble. Picked his pocket. Well done.
I still think it's soft though.
You've been brilliant, mate, Noble. I'm telling you.
He has been.
Noble into Bowen. Sorry, confirmed to Bowen.
Well done,
Wins
Bowen.
it back. Well done, Bowen. Go on, get it in, get it in, get it in, get it in.
Oh!
Oh!
Here we go.
That's it.
Oh. Go on.
Get on again.
Oh.
Oh, now we're going to overrun. We're going to be overrun. Soucek and Noble both out. 4 against 4, pretty much.
Shit. Dennis, whatever his name is.
Oh, that's a shit touch.
Well
well
done,
done,
Fabianski.
That was a
Shot
poor
from-
clearance from Diop, that.
Shot from Sissoko, wasn't it?
Yeah, but you see the clearance from Diop? It was straight to him.
I know.
Weak.
I know.
So weak. So weak.
Did we nearly score again?
They did. They almost
They
scored.
did.
right.
Diop had a weak clearance straight to Sissoko.
Diop.
Watching. Well done, Johnson.
I read an update on Cresswell and Zuma earlier, which sounded quite promising. Both of them are now training on grass.
We've heard that about Cresswell for weeks, haven't we?
No. Apparently now it's for real. He's not getting any pain. He's training on grass, so he could be, if all goes well, a couple of weeks away. And Zuma, they're talking about end of January.
Oh bloody hell!
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. I think we still need another first choice defender because mind you, no, Dawson can deputise, can't he? But
I don't know.
But I don't think Tarkowski would be a bad signing.
Look,
It'd be brilliant. He's left-sided as well, Gary, and that's us sorted. I think then you've got you've got Ogbonna's not going to be. He's not going to be back for some time. Ogbonna.
He does make mistakes, doesn't he, Diop? He does make mistakes.
He does.
The only thing, I mean, we were talking about Tarkowski a few weeks ago, and I think that, people brought it up in the chat and we discussed it and thinking about it. Tarkowski is worth more to Burnley staying and keeping him out of getting relegated. So I don't think they'll let him go in January, guys. I really don't.
It would make no sense for them to let him go for $5 million.
See, Benny's just let the ball go there.
Well done, Lanzini, right back in his box.
Yeah.
Lovely, lovely Lanzini. Calm. Brilliant.
Good
Oh,
play.
I don't like this playing around our own box like this.
I don't mind it when it works.
Yeah. Right, Souček heads it through. Here's Noble. Oh, Noble, free kick, ref.
Oh,
How
Noble
dare you
knows
do that to the conductor?
he knows how to go down, doesn't he?
Look at his top knot. Who has hair like that? Sorry. No offence to anyone in the chat who's got a top knot. Sorry. Who's that? Who's that? Lanzini.
That's
He's pushed him, ref.
Foul on Antonio.
He's back.
He's played the advantage, I think.
Did he?
He does go down easy though, Antonio, doesn't he?
Yeah, because he runs so like overly energetic. I think he's just like bloody, almost Bambi on ice to some extent. He's just giving it his all, I think. But they all go down easy these days, footballer, really, isn't it?
Johnson just played the classic Ben Rama pass, didn't he?
Yeah.
Come on, you got to give Benny credit today. No negative.
No, I agree. I agree.
Come on.
No, that donkey's going on Dawson's head today, John.
The filthful winning, apparently.
He's played well since that mistake, yeah?
I know, I'm only joking.
I'm only joking. No, you can listen. We live in a democracy, yeah?
The filth are winning. I repeat, the filth are winning.
Brilliant.
It's not a surprise. Playing against 10 men, it's not a surprise, is it? It sounds like I guarantee you watch that later. Because if we do get a result, I will watch Match of the Day. I'm going to sit back aghast as we realise Spurs have been gifted yet another 3 points.
You know that whole thing about if we lose, people don't watch Match of the Day. I always watch Match of the Day because if I think something's unjust, I like to look for someone to agree with me, right?
Yeah,
I watch every possible replay just to hear the pundits. Oh, VAR.
Corner.
VAR will look at that. VAR will look at that.
Antonio's doing a V for VAR. Look behind him. Watch. Bowen, never give up. Look at Bowen. Look.
It's a penalty.
That's a penalty. That's got to be a pen.
That's a penalty every day of the week.
He got to the ball
because Bowen gets in front of him. Look.
Yeah, he got to the ball.
Penalty. Got to be a penalty.
He didn't touch the ball. The ref did not touch the ball. The goalkeeper did not touch the ball.
Got to be a bit of VAR.
Come on. That's a penalty.
You know what they're going to say? I bet they say Bowen went into him.
Mark Noble. It's got to be a penalty.
Bowen did get his toe on it, you know.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
The keeper did not touch it. The keeper didn't touch it.
Hey, come on. He got the ball. He got the ball. Got to be a pen.
I've got to say, before this, Claire predicted a Souček goal and a Noble penalty.
I hope she put some money on it.
What are they looking for here? What are they looking for here? Possible penalty. There's no one near him.
It's him, Nick. Where are they going back to now? Oh, now they're looking for...
fuck off.
What are they looking for? What happened there? Why have they gone all the way back to there? I don't understand what they're doing.
I think they're
It's a pen.
Offside.
Hey, penalty.
Yeah! Come on,
Marky Noble.
He's looking at the screen.
Oh, no, he's going to look at the screen.
Generally, if he's looking at the screen, they're saying we think it's a pen. You decide.
It's definitely a pen,
Probably a pen. He's touched it first. Look.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Hey!
Here on you heads.
I hope Claire's... Oh, I'm not going to say anything yet. Let's just wait.
You know what? I'm about a second and a half in front of you, so I've got to wait for you two to celebrate before I celebrate.
You've always a bit quicker than us, I've heard.
Yeah.
Noble.
Oh, please,
Nobes,
Nobes, please.
Don't do that ever again.
Please, Nobes. We love Nobes, don't we, Fred? Oh, I'm so fucking scared.
They'll find some way to rule out the penalty with VAR.
I can't look. I cannot look. If ever he deserves a goal...
John, I'm going to tempt fate. 3-1.
Shut up.
Are you going to put the score up?
I'm putting the score up already.
He's put the score up already. No.
Come on.
Come on.
Oh, you fucked us now, Nick.
He's so negative.
Ooh.
Hey!
Brilliant penalty. Keeper in no man's land. Fuck off.
Go on. He deserves that goal. He's been fucking brilliant today.
He's been brilliant.
P roller into the corner.
Come on.
Well, it took us 2 goes, but we're at 3-1.
3-1.
Bloody hell, man.
This is better.
Mate,
Well, who is it in the chat who said that we needed 5 to get back on track? You might well
Chris.
get your wish, mate. You might well
That
get
was
your wish.
Chris. Nick, you better sort out some more templates.
Yeah.
Nick's going to go off camera now, be frantically typing.
3-2 or 4-2? 3-2 or 4-1? What are we saying?
I think it's looking like 4-1 to us.
It is.
Oh, my God.
Chris, if we go 5-1 up, are you going to demand 6-1?
Oh, my God. Oh, here we go. Look, I found it. Ready? Claire's comment.
Yeah.
Antonio ain't scored, though, but she's doing well with it.
She's
Yeah. Good shout, Claire.
Watford on the attack down the left.
They've got to throw caution to the wind now, haven't they?
Yeah, massively. I said though, first half they're here for the taking. We get 3 or 4 here, easy.
Yeah, but you know what? Like I said before the game, when you look at us, the form that we're in, we're missing 75% of our back line. We're missing our best player. We're away from home. This is a must win for them. It's a must win. This is depressing for them massively.
Oh yeah, of course.
I think he's only I know he's only been there 2 minutes, but in Watford style, he's only a couple of games away from getting sacked, Ranieri.
Yeah,
probably.
You're right, girl. God, how much better does 3-1? How much better is it, eh?
Oliver's calling. He reckons we're going to get 2 counter-attacking goals. Mercedes is the only one in the office, so she's free to make noise, which is nice.
They're bringing on
Sorry,
David.
John,
They're bringing on David Seaman's half son there.
Nick, why does it say 1-0? Oh, there we go.
I'm just tidying up. Sorry.
Ah,
I ain't got time for cleaning, mate. Do the bloody screen thing.
yeah. We say no to housekeeping. Right, go on.
That goal, though, was all down to Bowen's persistence, wasn't it? Not giving up.
It was indeed, yeah.
Anyone else would have looked at that thinking, the keeper's going to gather that up. What's the point?
Really, really poor, though. Firstly, from the defender who left Antonio a ball that he could reach.
Yeah, what
and
was
then
that about? He dummy it out.
Yeah, and
John,
then secondly...
has your stream gone really fucking pixely, or is it just mine?
It's gone a bit grainy, yeah. It has gone a bit
I'm gonna log out and log back in again. 1 minute.
No, if you both got it, then it's nothing to do with you.
Yeah, mine's got a bit grainy, but I can still see who they are. Masuaku's got the... Oh, no, sorry.
I've got a perfect picture here.
Diop plays a long ball looking for Antonio. Defender cuts it out. Hernandez, who's got a badger on his head, it looks like. Sissoko. Sissoko's like got the biggest chest I've ever seen. Plays it down the wing. Ben Johnson plays the Watford player. And out for a goal kick.
Beautiful quality, classic defending from Johnson, wasn't it?
Knew exactly what he was doing there, didn't he? Here comes David Seaman's half son.
What's his name?
You've seen that?
Oh no! Look! I'm in time now. Can watch a proper stream.
Ken Seamer. Ah, right. Yeah, I see what you did there.
Go on. I can fuck off this Zoom link now.
What have you done?
I'm in time now for some reason.
With what, your own stream?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, that's better.
What's on the clock? What's on the clock? 61, 62, yeah?
I'm watching it on the Apple TV, Nick. I think that's why it's a bit further ahead than most people. The Apple TV app seems to be a little bit... Always seems to be a little bit more advanced.
Throw into West Ham Johnson with it. He's going to throw it down the line to someone, obviously. Antonio's going to come for it. Watford defender nips in front to Soucek now. Soucek plays a great ball outside to the right.
Lovely pass. Well played, Soucek.
Yeah,
spread the play.
Bowen and Soufal have worked well today, linked well.
Yeah, they have.
Oh, unlucky that. He's looking for Benny.
They don't know. This is our front line back to its best because Watford don't know who to pick up.
Yeah.
There's so much movement. Everyone's moving.
Do you know what? This feels... This feels a little bit like old school West Ham. I think having Lanzini and Noble in the team, the way that we're playing football, and we're moving it about at the moment.
Yeah.
This is a football like we haven't really seen for a little while. We're playing football on the floor. I like it. I've got to be honest.
You're blown up for a head injury, I think.
Oh,
Someone give him
that looks like it hurt.
I think Dawson give him a Chinese haircut.
Surely rubbing the back of your head frantically don't help though.
Oh, he's elbowed him right in the back of the head.
Get in there, Dawson, you legend, you.
Is that one of their quick players?
The Watford players are having a go trying to get him carded, aren't they? They're going to VAR it now, aren't they?
Of course they will. He'd get a straight red, wouldn't he? Straight red.
He could get a red for that, I suppose.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't think of that. Bollocks.
Noble's saying, "Stop asking for a card. Stop asking for a card." And the bloke apologised.
His eyes are on the ball the whole. His eyes are on the ball the whole time. There,
he ain't swung his arm. He's just led with his arm, hasn't he?
And you know how sore that was. You know how sore that was from the way he got down. You know the way he's rubbing the spot like that. It's like, oh.
That was like that time when we was demolishing your house, Gary, and I hit you with that bit of wall. Do you remember? And I came round and you was curled up in the ball, rocking like that, rubbing your head. Because he was the other side. Not intentionally hit him with a bit of wall, people. He was just on the other side of the stud partition that I was putting through.
Yeah.
Right. There's going to be no VAR on this, is there?
Quite a lot.
No, they're not even looking at that.
Amazon is shite. Well, the only thing we're getting from Amazon is a picture. We ain't listening to the commentary. I don't know what that's like. Just
listen to us. Turn their commentary off.
Singing the West Ham a Massive song again. Oh, God.
Oh, fucking hell. How is it ironic if you only sing it when you're winning?
It's tongue in cheek, bro. It's tongue in cheek.
Oliver, you had to put him in a bad mood, didn't you? You had to put him in a bad mood.
Oh, I'm going to get you a T-shirt, John.
What? Saying what?
My head is massive.
Everywhere I go.
Did you see the Virgil socks I got for Christmas?
I did. Very good, mate. Very. When are you going to release the pants, mate?
Available all good outlets now.
Oh, he's got an elbow in the face. Diop.
Oh, hello, VAR that one.
Yeah, fucking definitely VAR that one.
That was a swing of the arm. That was king.
Dawson went the one as good as mine, mate.
Diop don't usually go down, does he? So that's he's not a diver, is he? No, there's a forearm.
I think it was more of his fingers.
Forearm, wasn't it? Yeah, forearm.
He's only slapped him. What's he gone down like that for?
I think he's poked him in the eye, Nick. So it hurts a little bit, mate. If you want, Nick, I'll come over to you and poke you in the eye. See how you like it.
Take it all day, mate. No problem.
Moyes is sitting there thinking, I know what this game could use. Arthur Masuaku.
Yeah.
Nolan's whispering his ear, don't you fucking dare. Yeah.
Do you reckon Arthur's even got his kit on underneath that tracksuit? Or do you think he's just fucking, he's just got his pajamas on? He's just left his pajamas on from home.
Mate, the amount of he's looking around the bench and looking around the bench. They go,
he's moving. He's moving.
He's moving behind him. He's getting him ready, you know.
Arthur's moving.
Oh my God. Imagine if he brings Arthur on now.
He's bringing on. Masuaku's going to go left centre back.
Oh my God. Left centre back. Do you know what? He could go left back because Johnson can play centre back.
He was only coming on if something was wrong with Diop. Diop's fine.
I think Diop was just punking Moyes, wasn't he? I think that's all he was doing.
Yeah.
I'm only joking. All right.
Funeral to attend later on. Yeah. At least this.
Sorry
to cheer you up before you go, Danny.
My uncle's a funeral director.
Is he?
Was. Yeah, he gave it up recently.
Yeah.
He said it's a dying trade. So. Yeah.
Fuck's sake, John.
What? When I die, my funeral's going to be full of comedy. I'm going to do like pre-recorded videos and everything. I'm telling you. 100%.
Yeah, that's true, isn't it? Straight in with the dad jokes.
I am a dad. Look, he's here.
Unfortunately.
My mother.
Right, let's get back onto this game. Come on, boys. Let's keep it going. How long left? What are we on? 68, is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freddie, how many times have you heard that joke?
That's the fourth time today, isn't it?
Four times a day.
On a regular basis.
On a regular basis, I often need a joke that he's.
When you do the knowledge, you pass the knowledge. They give you your black cab license, your token, and whatever. They give you a joke book as well, don't they? All the standard black cab jokes.
Do you know my favourite joke is the women love it because women love me anyway. But, when you get a woman in the back of the cab and they go, they've had a drink and they go, "Oh, how old are you?" And I go, 42. They go, "Oh, you don't look that young," and all that. And I go, "You only see me from behind, love." And they love that joke. I don't know why. When I've had a few drinks, they find anything funny. Right, who's this now? Arthur. Sorry, Arthur? Bloody hell.
Oh, that's a good
great
ball. That's a good ball.
Oh,
Offside, is he? No, he ain't. It's a good ball, that. A good run. Oh, he's offside, yeah. That's it. Benny's winding him up, not giving it back. I do apologise for momentarily shouting out Arthur's name. I don't know why I did that. I don't want to tempt fate and bring him on.
Flashbacks.
you're inciting violence, John. Can you not do that, please?
I know. Do apologise. That's why I apologise. I'm not that kind of guy.
Really?
I'm a lover, not a fighter. Well
done, Johnson.
Yeah, he's done well, hasn't he? Left back.
Proper player, that Johnson.
So solid.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing, like you said, no matter what, if he's preferred as a right back, he can still do a better job as a bloody left back than we know who.
Exactly. He can do either side.
Of course. Stream's got a lot.
Well, the thing is, you rarely see Johnson get done in a one-on-one situation.
No.
Players rarely go past him, and that doesn't matter whether he's on the right or on the left.
Exactly that. I remember the first few games he was in, he had a run, didn't he, at right back when Soufal first come out. I think there was stats saying no one had beat him on a one-on-one at that point. I don't know if the stats still remain, but that was a good 6 or 7 games in, I think, or 5 or 6 games into his season.
Yeah.
Bit of an up and under there. Soucek gets pushed from behind, in my opinion. But does well to win it back. Well done, Soucek. Benny back to Johnson. Back to Benny. Benny inside to Noble. Noble's pointing, shouting, orchestrating. Great pass from bloody hell. Unlucky. Great vision, that. Good idea, that, Noble. Unlucky.
Just over here a little bit, to be fair, but
Isn't it a shame though? Like I'll reiterate what I said earlier. Like Benny's come back to form now and he's bloody leaving again.
yeah.
It's a shame, isn't it? He might play Saturday against Palace and that's it. But go out with they're through now a little bit. Hernandez is running at the back 4, plays it inside. King hits a shot.
Well held.
Yeah, he did hold that well.
Good save.
King was the guy who was at Bournemouth, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and who was the other geezer there with him? Was it?
Defoe.
No, the other striker, King, and I think he's in the Championship now, isn't he?
He said Troy Deeney.
No. Right, Sissoko. He's had far less influence this half, Sissoko, to be fair. Dennis whips it in. It's Johnson. Back out to Sissoko. Lets it bounce. Noble clears acrobatically.
Yeah. Masuaku is the West Ham version of the Scottish play. Yes, he is. You should never mention his name. You should never mention his name. Fabianski playing well.
Nice. Well done.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, I think, to be honest with you, mate, again, I know people could question he's done nothing wrong. He had a lot to do, though, since the goal, really, but...
No.
Right, so...
Feels like a long time ago, doesn't it? A long time ago when
we scored. Since we scored, I'm getting a bit frustrated. I think we need to win another goal.
Well, you think we should be 4-1 up? You got the ump with them.
Should be 4-1 up. Yeah.
I'll smash up my shed.
Don't bring Nick round. He'll only hit you around the head with the wall again.
Yeah, I know. I remember that. That was we were converting the flat and we were just demolishing it. So just got knocking down stud partitions and stuff like that. It's quite dangerous.
I'm knocking down a wall with a club hammer, with a sledgehammer, and he just walked behind the other side of the wall.
Yeah, I did.
I knocked it through.
Because I have
a bit of a scene out of Fools and Horses.
Because I have no fear, John. I have no fear. I just didn't care. There was no need for safety equipment or anything like that. It was just
no.
Club hammer wall.
Did you ask Nick to help because there was no wrecking balls available for hire, so you thought he'd use his head?
Oh, free kick.
Free kick. He comes in from
That's
behind.
it. You lay down there for a few seconds, Ben Rama. No.
Get
Fuck
off
off.
me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Step away.
Don't touch me. He's going, don't touch me.
I'm going to sit here and rub it better.
Magic.
Well, Dennis would get a move away from there, wouldn't he? He's a decent finisher.
He's really good.
What's happened there? What's happened to Antonio there?
He's livid.
It's that bloke. He's all over him. A bloke is he's pissing him off.
Yeah,
That's what he's getting up with. Watch.
top knot.
Top knot tell. Oh, what is that? It's like WrestleMania. He gave it to them, did he, as well?
Yeah.
Antonio literally fucking slammed him to the floor in the end. He got the arm of him.
That is a quality knot there, John, though, isn't it? It's proper.
I'm not sure with that one. I mean, there's a bit of, I think, 6
No. Antonio reacted. He's basically, this bloke has been all over him. And in that instance there, Antonio's reacted and fucking got him around the neck and just forced him to the floor, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good one, Johnson. Lovely little duck out there.
Well, there's no donkeys today. No donkeys.
No. We give it to the top knot geezer.
We'll leave the dog.
Look, he's all over him in the back. He just pushed him into Antonio.
He won't leave him alone. He's got to book him, hasn't he?
He's doing it against Antonio. He's pushed Antonio into the player in front of him.
Antonio's going to lose his. He's going to lose his temper.
Antonio's fouled him.
So that is he's given a foul against Antonio.
Watch. Look, he pushed Antonio into him.
I've got to be honest though, it's top shit housery from this bloke. Look.
Yeah, I agree.
But the referee should be seeing that. It was right in front of him.
I know. He's actually Antonio's got whacked in the pack into another player, and he's had a foul given against him.
Yeah. It's the ultimate injustice, isn't it?
If we weren't 3-1 up, I'd be fucking fuming. I've got to be honest.
I've never heard you so happy, Nick.
I know.
Oh! Get up, John. Keep her. Come for that. Flipping hell, Fabianski should have come for that. He should have come off his line to catch that, shouldn't he? Look.
He should have done, yeah.
For the second header when it come back into King, look.
He should have come out and got that.
Look,
yeah.
it's like a bloody...
He's let him have a go at goal, hasn't he?
That was a big loopy deflection. Fabianski should have come off his line for that one. Because
Yeah.
if that was on target, I'm not sure Fabs was even had it covered.
Yeah.
Anyway, they're concentrating on these two now, like the gladiators that they are.
Yeah. Antonio needs to give some back now.
Look.
He's got the
Antonio's got to be careful, though.
I like to see this from Antonio.
Yeah. It's a proper battle, isn't it?
You don't expect anything less from him, do you? You really?
No.
It's a proper battle, isn't it?
Yeah. You just don't want him to overreact and swing an arm and, get sent off or something silly.
Yeah, he doesn't usually do that, does he? Oh, someone's got a bash in the ankle.
But I've never seen him this wound up for a long time.
No. Noble's just kicked someone's ankle.
Noble just went to the ref.
It was one of them.
What are you telling me?
It was one of them. It was like the elbow in the head earlier from Dawson. You could tell it hurt. The guy was just fucking hanging onto his ankle.
Yeah. Come on, Fabs. Pay your bloody pill. Wait. Get up. Well up, Diop. Good header. Oh,
hey, lovely overhead kick. That was brilliant. What was he aiming at?
Oh, just so you know, Tottenham Southampton still 1-1.
Is it?
77 minutes. We are fifth. We're back in fifth place.
Who lied to us then? Someone lied to us. It was Matt Crawley earlier.
And they had a goal. They might have had a goal disallowed. Yeah, they had a goal disallowed. VAR, Harry Kane.
Crawley is a liar. Crawley is a liar.
La, 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 la.
Da, 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 da.
Ref is watching a different game.
Yeah, he's trying to divert our attention from getting the Spurs result.
Hey, look.
Oh.
Owen.
Oh, go on, Owen.
Soufal crosses it straight in. Eludes everybody. Comes out to the edge of the area. Sushek.
Evades everyone, John. Evades everyone. Not eludes. Just
same thing. You're not what you a literature teachers, ain't? Literacy. Thanks, Fred. Listen, I've got street smarts. Right, King's on the break. King is running to the edge. Diop's holding the back.
Hey, he gets moving. He's
Johnson
quick.
picks up. Go on, Johnson. Oh, lovely. Back to Noble.
What's happening there to Johnson? What's happening to
Beautiful.
Johnson?
Beautiful.
Johnson's gone down.
Johnson's gone down. That's not good.
Looks like he's holding his knee. Benny, good header, Noble. Fantastic little dinky header.
He's back on his feet.
Oh, should have gone Antonio. Should have gone Antonio to the right.
Harry's Johnson. I'm worried about Johnson.
He looks like he's running off because he's back in position.
Is he?
Because he's not there. He's there, look. Yeah, he's next to King, isn't he?
Oh, lovely. It was lovely there from... Who was that?
Antonio.
Yeah.
It's too small.
I think he's been brilliant, Antonio, in this. He's been so much better.
Well, they're holding the ball up and making a pain in the arse of himself. That's why we love Antonio.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly, mate.
I do want to see him smash that bloke to the floor, though, again, before the game finished.
For flex, before he loses it. I don't know. I don't think he's going to lose it.
No, he's not losing it. He don't get... Has he ever had a red card? He's never had a red card.
After Masuaku, he's coming on.
Oh, Johnson looked...
You're fucking kidding me.
Oh, my fucking God.
I hope this don't go backfire, Moyes, because you know what? The donkey's going on your fucking head if it does.
Yeah, look, Johnson's there to the left of the picture. Looks like he's hobbling a little bit.
Yeah, but he must have been ready before that, John. Because
that injury happened a couple of minutes ago now, Nick. That knock. Yeah, because look, you can tell he's not right. You can tell he's got he's not look. Oh, done well to win the tackle there though, considering he's not fit. No ball back to Diop. Diop to Dawson.
Innocuous looking challenge.
Terrible touch.
Innocuous looking challenge
in the middle.
On Johnson.
I've not enjoyed a game this much for a long time.
Winning.
Arthur's coming on, so this can end up a really close game, Nick.
Well, he does keep things interesting. You've got to say that about him.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Dawson's calling him over. Oh, Dawson's booked. Well done, Dawson. Great booking.
Who's coming off? Yeah, Johnson for Masuaku.
I hope that's not a reoccurrence of what he had.
That's not Johnson.
No, that was a hamstring.
Hamstring. Yeah, what was he holding when he went down? I couldn't see.
I think he got a little tap from the player. It looked relatively innocuous, the challenge.
Right. Okay.
I think he got a kick.
Matt Crawley is over the moon. That Masuaku's coming on.
Half a time.
Half
a time, told you.
How much damage can he do in 10 minutes?
Don't say that.
Yeah, Nick, you are very good at putting yourself out there, aren't you? Shut up. For God's sake. I'll tell you one man who'll be over the moon on the pitch, Nick.
Go on.
Your mate Still.
Oh, he'd be.
Oh, yeah, he
was probably called in for Masuaku at half time.
I've got to say those. Still, he's absolutely bang on about Masuaku, isn't he?
Oh yeah, no, I've never doubted it. It's just we've always just wound him up, haven't we? Since we've been doing this, it's a bit of a wind up. We know what he's about, Masuaku.
I mean, the only thing I will say to that is to Still is I think most people are in agreement about Arthur.
Yeah, of course we are.
Yeah,
100%.
I don't think anyone's ever seen anything from Arthur that kind of resembles.
No,
certainly not a defender. He ain't a defender, is he?
Another
Estelle
corner.
would Estelle wouldn't be standing on the terraces booing him. You know what I mean? He's got his opinion.
Oh,
and
no way.
He'll still support him when he comes on. You know what I mean? To some extent. Anyway, back to the game. Dawson's hairdo is brilliant.
It does have a very neat haircut, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Don't jinx us, Nick.
Sorry, mate. They got quite a lot of empty seats over there today. I wonder if that's COVID related or they just because they're not playing well.
Well, it will be. I joined that Watford. I told you I joined that Watford Facebook group earlier on to share this stream on there, and all there was people selling their tickets.
It was a bit like West Ham game in Southampton, wasn't it, the other day?
Yeah.
Good tackle, Arthur.
It was.
What a player.
Top
Give it to Arthur.
Yeah.
Go on, Arthur. Prove us all wrong. What a cross. Oh. Sissoko. What's Sissoko? 31?
Yeah, he's a good player. He's a good midfielder.
If they got relegated, he's not a player you wouldn't mind picking up, would you, on the cheap?
No, absolutely not. He's got an engine on him. He's a bit of a beast in midfield.
Yeah, exactly. Do we need him? I don't know.
No.
Vlasic is coming on, by the way, as well. Vlasic. Who do you think Vlasic's come on for, Benny? Look at him putting him up. Look. Go away, mate, you mug. Dat him.
If he don't leave Sufo alone, he's going to get up and ruin him.
Yeah.
Look at Suchak saying, "Oh, you loser." Vlasic for, I reckon, Benny. Not because he's played bad. I just think
he played well today. He's played well.
Yeah, he played well today, Ben. Well done.
Credit where it's due. I think he's on for a high score today.
Yeah,
I think so. And there's no donkey to be given out. Yeah.
There you go. Well done.
Grant in the chat reckons even Arthur's mum wanted him jacked.
That's probably true.
Vlasic on for the last 5. Yeah, I tell you what, Noble's gonna play the full 90.
I think he is. Played very well today, you know.
Yeah, mate.
He's been my man of the match.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you, mate. If I'm honest,
I think bearing in mind where he's come from for this game, he's been out of the team for ages. To come in and play like this is pretty magnificent.
And do you know what's second to that? It's Lanzini. This is dangerous. But second to that is Lanzini for man of the match.
Oh, tackle him. That's
well done, Fabs. Well done, Fabs. Good.
All of the players that have come in today, or all of the players that had a little bit of doubt over him today, they've all stepped up.
Yeah, but Noble and Lanzini in particular, they've been the reason we've played this way today.
Yeah, but I think I'm going to give to me, looking at the game, I would say I would give my man of the match to Noble, and I think personally Ben Rama and Bowen have pushed him very close as well.
Yeah.
Lanzini's played well, but I think
Lanzini's been superb.
Yeah, it's difficult. All the attackers have.
Please let Johnson be fit for Palace.
Yeah.
Big time.
That's a good point. We're there in a few days' time, aren't we?
He might have took him off as a bit of a precaution, Gal, as well. You never know.
Yeah.
Like as he pulled that foul, that was good from Vlasic.
Mm-hmm.
He wins free kicks all the time, Vlasic.
Yeah.
He's good at it. He's like the modern day Trevor Morley.
Hopefully his wife don't find him.
Yeah. But I love the way Morley used to win free kicks. It was literally a defender went anywhere near him, it was a free kick.
Yeah, he used to win it well, didn't he? And that was probably back in the day when that sort of play weren't as obvious.
Yeah.
Do you know what? It's quite brave in a sense because you're inviting someone to kick you.
Yeah, there's another one.
Is that Vlasic again?
That's Lanzini. Oh, look.
They're getting a bit...
Stay down.
Yeah. They're getting a bit tetchy now, the old Watford, aren't they?
Last 3 minutes, they know it's game over, don't they?
Yeah. Oh, they're bringing Krell on to rough them up a bit.
Claire, I hope you had money on this result.
She wouldn't have won anyway because she had Antonio as one of the goal scorers.
Oh, right, okay.
So I'm not going to say she was wrong, but she was wrong. Like most women, she's not always right, but she's never wrong, eh?
Very true. Very true.
Look at Souček.
As much as each to their own and all that, I wonder who looks at Crow and goes, like your Eka. He's got a bird, isn't he?
Yeah.
Well done, Arthur. Nipped in well there. Plays it in. Antonio deserves a goal, doesn't he? But that geezer has done well against him a little bit, isn't he, to be fair? There's a bit of ping pong around there. Pinball wizard. Arthur's involved in triangles. We are unbelievable. He didn't know what a triangle was the other day. Lasic gets out muscled there and gives a free kick away, I think, doesn't he? Yeah. Lost that. He got out muscled and then brought the geezer down, didn't he?
Here he comes, the magnificent Crow.
For Lanzini. Wow, they are giving Noble the full 90. He won't walk for a week. I'll see him down Hornchurch limping around. Poor geezer.
Oh, Crow, you got to sort that Barnet out, mate.
Oh, shocking, isn't it? I mean, I'll go Tony and Guy for mine. Where'd you go, Nick?
I'll go to the local Turkish barbers up the road.
Do they burn the nose hair out your
They do, yeah, and the ears.
What's the point of that? I don't want them to touch my nose hair.
It's quite fucking worrying when they start whacking a flame all over your face. You've got to be honest.
Yeah, but when they start burning your nose hair, they're basically saying, you're old. I feel like saying, mate, I don't need to know I'm getting older. Leave my nose hair alone. Just don't mention it. Arthur with a tackle. Go on, Arthur. Arthur's getting a 7 today. To be fair, this half, they've sort of give it a go, but without creating much, have they?
They've created nothing.
No, they've had all the gear and no idea to some extent, I think. But we've still been a better team. This is now when we're playing it through. Look here, look, Antonio, bit of space. Oh, defender's going to get a note. Bowen's got it. Bowen needs a bit of help. Someone come inside him.
Good ball.
Go on, Antonio. It's it.
He should have scored.
He deserved the goal.
Yeah, he had to score that though. That was a good chance.
Yeah. Arthur got nutmegged. Oh, that was 2-footed. Look at Chris in the comments.
Oh, he does as well.
Crowd to the hairdresser. I want to look like Roddo, please. Yeah, he should have scored that probably, shouldn't he?
Should have, yeah.
But it was a great ball from him to Bowen. It was great from Bowen back, you know.
It was superb.
Bowen's got man of the match. Look,
That's
Bowen got man of the match from him. Yeah.
I can't argue with that.
Worked like a Trojan.
I think you could have given it to any of the attacking players, though. Really, to some extent.
Nice ball from Souček. Again, he's done much better in this game.
Right, I'd give Bowen man of the match as well. On balance with across all the players, but you've got to take into account where Noble's come from.
No, I totally agree. Mate.
Take that into account. It must be Noble for me.
Totally sort of almost out of the wilderness, isn't it?
Yeah.
Playing a full 90 in the Premier League, legs gone, 35.
No match fitness.
No match fitness. Yeah, it's brilliant, mate. I agree with you there. That's why I'm going to give it to Noble as well. Maybe we should talk about that after, eh?
Well, I think you give it.
No. Yeah. We're going to be doing our match review after and our player ratings.
Oh yeah. Oh, well done, Bowen. Square it back. Who's that?
Yeah!
Lasic
is off the mark.
Come on! There we go. Brilliant.
Oh
I told you Lasic was top
that dreams come true.
Did you prepare a 4-1, Nick?
Oh, do you know what? I think I did.
What? You was in dreamland.
There we go. Look.
Fucking everyone's scoring.
Fabianski's gone up there. Fabianski was celebrating.
Well, they're all happy for him.
Great work, Bowen. Look at that. Look at that, Bowen.
Bowen's been immense. Absolutely immense. Bowen has been immense. What a day. You know what? Noble's played a full 90, been brilliant. Lanzini's been brilliant. Bowen's been fantastic. Lasic has scored his first goal. Benny's scored and been brilliant as well. It's a fantastic, from 1-0 down, how they've turned it around. You've got to give them credit.
Absolutely.
I can't wait for the next
I
game.
just didn't see this performance coming. Did you?
No, at all,
no.
mate. No one did.
Not- Who would have called? Who would have called this? Who would have called fucking 4-1?
I know.
After
I
what
know.
we've just watched, you know.
I mean, yes, Watford ain't the best team in the world, but from where we've come from, the amount of bloody defeats we've had.
Yeah, but they're not the best. They're not the best team in the world. They're well rested. They haven't really got any injuries to speak of.
No, I agree.
You know.
No, that's what I'm saying to you. I'm not saying. No, I'm just saying.
So we looked earlier on. We looked earlier on, John. They last played on the 10th of December. Since then, we've played 4 games.
Yeah, but there is what I said to you at the start of the show was look at Man United. They was terrible last night. They've had a similar thing to Watford. It could backfire. It could work against you.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm not taking it away from us. We've been brilliant.
Well
I'm just
done,
saying
Vlasic.
that's there's always an argument for and against, isn't there?
This is
Fantastic. This is fantastic.
This has been such a good performance, honestly.
Yeah, considering where we was after 1-0, we was all fearing the worst. Let's be honest.
Do you know, I wouldn't mind us picking up Dennis when Watford get relegated.
Yeah,
Decent
like-
player.
Sorry, any Watford
It's
fans.
still 1-1 Southampton Tottenham.
Anyone seen our friend of the show?
Friend of the show, Sean.
Who needs rice?
Yeah.
I told you, Hammerhead. We told you. It's
No,
going to be good.
let's be honest. Let's be honest. He scored a goal he couldn't miss. It was all created from Bowen.
Oh, come off it, mate. That was individual brilliance, right? He
Yeah, but
fucking banged that in the top corner.
Watford are away. Watford
Crowds
are
are
away.
looking bright.
Plays it in.
Great save.
Great save, Fabs.
I'll tell you what, right? Like they say, when you're having a bit of a goal drought, which you could say Vlasic has been, you'll take any goal, even if it goes in off your ass, right?
Oh no, exactly that.
Yeah, no. It's still a good finish. You know, he had to score it.
Did he save this with his face? Yeah, he did. He saved it with his face. That is how hard Fabianski is.
That's what he said when he shouted. He went, "My face!"
Oh, what save! Fucking hell! Fabianski in.
Who wants Areola?
What a fucking save that was. That was right in the corner.
Do you know, there was no rub in his after that one, was it? There was no, that ball to the face. There was no rub in his face afterwards. It was just pure celebration from Fabianski.
And that was straight off the top knot as well. So that was really difficult to judge, that one.
That was a top notch save.
Brilliant save. Top notch save. We needed this performance. But is 4-1 enough, Chris? Is 4-1 enough?
This was 5 a minute ago. Now exactly. Yes.
Hey.
Happy days are here again.
That is an absolutely fantastic result from us.
Well, this is now what we've got to decide on this. Was that Moyes with a plan B, or did the early conceding of the goal force us into plan B? I'd love to know, but we'll never know.
We'll never know. I personally think that was the plan. I just think that we were slow off the mark again.
Yeah.
You know? I think we were slow off the mark again. But everyone, do us a favour. We're going to do our post-match show. It's this stream. So we'll probably be back in about in a minute or two. I'm just going to go and get a top up with my drinks.
Yeah.
So yeah, we shall see you all in a couple of minutes.
Yep.
Stay tuned.
Come on, you Irons. Right. Here we are.
Hey!
Hey! How about that? What a bloody result. I bet none of you called that because we certainly weren't. You know, to go 1-0 down, 1-0 down, fearing the worst. You know what? It was brilliant from that point.
Hold on.
We were superb. We were
What's
superb.
that?
1-0 down, 1-0 down, fearing the worst.
What's happening?
I don't know. From that point, it's not me. Is that you?
What's that?
Someone's got volume on.
Go on, carry on.
Is that you, Gary?
Might have been me.
Right,
Sorry.
okay. Fuck's sake. Let's start again. Come on, you hands.
Sorry, you are.
Let's do it again. Yeah, fucking hell. Honestly, you know, we was all fearing the worst before that game. We was, you know, most people, if they're being honest, they would have seen that. You know, our recent run of form, the fact that Watford haven't played since the 10th of December, they haven't really got any injuries to speak of. You know, they come up against a West Ham team, no confidence. 75% of their defensive line are out. Our best player, you know, our best player missing, and and then we lose that goal early on. And you know what? A lesser team, they would have shat themselves there, but we didn't, did we? You know, we were brilliant. We played some of the best football in that game that we've played all season. It was superb football on the floor, proper football. To be fair, I didn't realise that Souček could knock the ball about like that. You know, he was passing the ball really well, spraying it, switching play. You know, he was actually getting involved in that in that thing. And yeah, I'm buzzing. I'm over the moon with that. 4-1. Unreal.
Yeah. No, absolutely fantastic result, and the whole team as well. The whole team played well from front to back. I mean, forget the initial mistake, which was they were allowed. Dennis was allowed to run clean through the midfield, you know, and he put Dawson on his arse. He dived in, didn't he? So that was a mistake, and that was literally the only bad mistake. There were a couple of suspicious looking decisions by Diop late in the game in the second half. Other than that, very solid from our second back line, you know, because it is our second back line after all. I think the midfield was fantastic. I think Noble sitting and Soufal marauding forward was just brilliant. I mean, you saw Souček. You saw Souček at his best going forward.
He was superb today.
Yeah, and the forward players, literally all of them played well, and they were all putting in a load of movement. And Watford didn't know what to do with them. It was like watching West Ham from earlier in the season, you know, where they didn't know who to pick up, because as soon as they picked one up, another one are coming. We were closing them down. We did everything right. We got it absolutely bang on.
Absolutely. Can I say one more thing before John goes? Go Southampton held Spurs 1-1. We are back in fifth. We're
Come
back
on, you Saints.
That
must have been a boring game from the stand, because they both do that fucking song, don't they? Oh, when the Spurs, when the Saints. Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah. Go on, John. Go on. How you feeling, mate?
Yeah, I'm over the moon, mate, obviously, as you are, and Gary is, and everyone else is, obviously. I was saying 1-1 before the game, and to be honest with you, that was me being my optimistic self, right? Because we had a weakened team, obviously missing Rice. I even questioned Noble's selection, as I'm sure most people did.
Yeah.
And I'm a Noble fan, of course I am, but he was immense today. However, as you said, all of the attacking players were brilliant today. It was almost like they was let off the leash. It was almost like the constraints of being defenders first and attackers second, maybe, as we've questioned, was gone. And it was like, show me what you got. And it was so refreshing to see. And I've been overcritical of Ben Rama recently. He was brilliant today, right?
Yeah.
I've questioned Noble's legs. He's been brilliant today. I know a lot of people have questioned Souček, but he got his goal today playing further forward. Maybe we have to look at, maybe Moyes will have to look at the fact that maybe Rice does have to sit a bit more after that performance.
Yeah,
Bowen
maybe.
Bowen superb. Lanzini, fantastic. Antonio deserved the goal, worked his socks off. But yeah, I'm over the moon with that, to be honest.
You say that from Sean, like, as we don't need Rice anymore.
I think, though, you've got to say that earlier in the season, earlier in the season, when I think it, against Brentford, wasn't it, where they switched it around and you ended up with Souček playing deep and Rice playing forward. It just didn't work, and I think we've seen that time and time again where that doesn't work. And I think today we saw an absolutely amazing display from Souček. He was everywhere in that front third. He was all over the pitch. He was on the wings. He was everywhere, right? Picking out passes, doing everything. And I think that is Souček at his best. And I think, yeah, maybe there is a need for a bit of a rethink. I love seeing Rice surge forward. I absolutely love it because I think it looks fantastic. But from all those surges forward,
listen. Can I just say something? No, I don't think you should read too much into it, because the fact of the matter is you can't blame that on the fact that Rice. What I'm saying is what you saw today was a team that was set up to attack and play football on the floor. We were set up completely differently today, so it isn't just as simple as because Rice is allowed to get further forward. Because if Souček was allowed to get further forward, and we're still playing the same football, camp deep and launching fucking balls up. And,
I agree with you.
Then it wouldn't be effective. If we could play that way with Rice in the team. But
that's what I said to you at the beginning when I started. They were let off the leash today. Now,
100%, they were.
Like I've mentioned already. Did the early goal change it? Hopefully not. Hopefully he sent them out that way from the off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we got. I think he did.
I think he did.
Attack is our best form of defence. We have got an abundance of talented attackers there who can play good football, as that has shown. And you're right. If Rice was in the team today, the way they played, it would have been as good, if not better. Right? Yeah. So he needs to stick with the positivity now. He needs to stop being the counter-attack team. We need to take the game by the balls, basically. You know what I mean? Show no respect.
So we've got to go to Palace on New Year's Day now. And even though Palace are a good side going forward, we've got to not worry about that so much. We've got to just let other teams worry about us.
Yeah.
All day long. That is it. That's exactly what we've got to do. And look, like you just said, yes, they have. Well, look, they've got a threat. They've got they've got Edouard, they've got Zaha, they've got a couple of other players. But to be quite honest, they're pace merchants. It's no worse than what we was dealing with against Watford just now.
No. Agreed.
So it's very, very similar. I hope that we set up with the same mentality. Do you know what the players look like? They enjoy themselves today.
Well, of course they're gonna. They're playing the way they want to play.
Yeah.
Especially someone like Benrahma. Look, we have been critical of him, quite rightly so. I think not bordering on slanderous or any vicious attack on him, but we've been honest. And as honest as we are today, we have said how good he was today. 30 minutes in, we were saying that.
And it's not fickle. Basically, what we saw today. We saw earlier in the season, and that is the reason why we've been so frustrated with Benrahma, is because you know what Benrahma can do. You know what he can do. So when he turns in these shit performances, which he has done before, you get the ump with him and you get frustrated. So, but today, very, very close to it. Probably an 8, 9 out of 10 from him today, I'd say. Yeah. In terms of performance, he was superb. Yeah, he really was. So no credit, absolute credit where it's due. And we need all of these players playing well. Vlasic came on really lively, made some defensive interceptions as well. I know it was only a few minutes, but it was a tap in. But the fact is, he got into the box, he pulled back, created space. It was brilliant work from Bowen. But it's a good goal, and I'm pleased for him. I'm pleased he got the.
He was on for 10 minutes. He won one free kick. He done a couple of interceptions, and he scored a goal. You can't do much more than that in 10 minutes, can you? I think it's a good return. Easy goal, but like I said earlier, if you'll take any goal when you haven't got one, he's off the mark now. That'll do him the world of good.
And that's the thing about Benrahma, isn't it? We sort of said, why was he in the team today? But the goal he got against Southampton may have given him the confidence that he needs. We know he's a confidence player, and hopefully now this will be a bit of a spiral, a bit of a crescendo, a bit of a domino effect for him now, performance-wise. Hopefully he can pick up, and the whole team can pick up where they left off on Saturday against Palace.
Absolutely. People will put it in the chat, but give us all your man of the match, and you can help us all do the player ratings as well.
So let's go through and talk about the first half then, Nick. And John.
Yeah. Go on, George. You want to run us through?
Mate. So obviously we know what happened. Yeah, it started a little bit slow first few minutes, and then unfortunately the first real attack by anybody led to Watford's goal. It came through the middle quite worryingly from what we saw. And we was like, here we go again. And it was Dennis, the Brazilian, who took it from the edge of the box. He sort of dummied Dawson, really.
Yeah.
He sort of shimmied as if he was going to shoot. Not massively brilliant bit of skill, but Dawson fell for it and threw his body on the line. And that's been winning for him over the last few weeks, isn't it? That's how Dawson's been defending. He's been throwing his body on the line.
Yeah.
On this occasion, it didn't work, and it was a good finish into the top right-hand corner for them. I don't think Fabianski had any chance of it, to be honest with you. But then from then on, it was all us. Pretty quickly after that, we were flying, and we were sort of saying we're going to get a goal here. We can see something coming. I remember Gary kept saying we need something to fall for us because we was getting in the area and the ball weren't breaking right and all that. But then obviously we come up with the first goal. We went from there really.
Yeah, and it was a great little goal, that first one, wasn't it? It was it came from Bowen playing a lovely ball into the channel, and Souček running straight onto it and slamming it into the bottom right hand corner.
Yep.
No hesitation. Great equaliser.
Yeah,
Great.
no.
Also, I forgot before that, Benrahma at the bar. Forgot that. Sorry.
That's right. Yeah. Well, I think it was, and that was a statement of intent from Benrahma, as far as I'm concerned, because that was almost within a few minutes after they scored, he'd done that.
Yeah, that's right.
So yeah, it was a quality finish. So 1-1, and then we to our amazement, we just went from strength to strength after that, didn't we?
Yeah. No, it was superb. I mean, some of the football was tremendous that we played. I mean, and like you said earlier in the game, John, when we was watching it, it was simple football. It was just give and go. Keep the ball moving. We was having Watford they were just chasing us. They were just chasing shadows, and they were pressing us. It weren't like we were playing unpressured. We were being pressured, but I think with Noble sitting deep, he gave us a little bit of it was a little bit of calmness. Also, what you do have with Noble, what he lacks in pace, which we all know about. Do you know what? He does make up for a little bit with technical ability. He can pick a pass, Noble.
Yeah.
He absolutely can pick a pass. And today I think he was superb, and him and Lanzini in the middle, they kind of set the tone, sort of breaking the ball up. There was no launching long balls. A couple of times Dawson tried it, didn't he? Sort of hopeful long balls down the channel. That weren't working. But when we played football, we're a better team than them, and it showed. Yeah. It did show.
And I think when we went 2-1 up, it was a great goal, wasn't it? I think that was that was a lovely little goal, a driving run from Antonio down the wing, so he gets another assist, plays it inside for Benrahma, and Benrahma via the defender slams it, and he did actually slam that ball. It was a really solid connection into the corner. Brilliant, 2-1, and we go into half time happy, delighted.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you couldn't have asked for any more. I mean, like I say, when that first goal did go in, we was all thinking, oh my god, But the reaction was superb. I think my only comment was at half time was that I hope that Moyes doesn't revert. He doesn't revert to type and kind of try and go defensive and try and hold on to it. But as it turned out, he didn't do that, did he? He kind of stuck to his guns. And we was. It was brilliant. We was back in front, and we just kept going. It felt like we could nick another couple. I think we were superb.
Well, I think I was saying it towards the end of the first half. I said they're there for the taking. We can get 3 or 4 here because they were toothless, and I know they got the early goal, but they were, in my mind, they were fairly toothless, and we just looked like a team possessed. And it was. We wasn't over extravagant. We wasn't doing step overs. There was no showboating. Generally it was just pass move. It wasn't pass appreciation when you pass it and stand there watching it. They was all moving for each other, and you saw that specifically down Bowen's side with him and Soufal. They were knocking the ball about amongst each other fantastically well today throughout the game, and that's why, as much as Bowen had a fantastic game, he was getting helped out a lot from Soufal, who was probably had one of his best games since he's come back from injury. We were just passing, moving, and like you said, we was maybe a little bit concerned Moyes would tell him to sit back or change style, but we just went for it as we had the first half, and and it sold, with Noble's penalty.
Yeah, I just think what was nice to see was the fact that the attacking third, Bowen and Benrahma were playing in the attacking third today. They were playing further forward. They were getting close to Antonio, Lanzini or Souček. I don't think you rarely saw them both go. But you always had one player sort of going up and joining the attack from a central area as well.
Yeah.
And like I say, it just worked. Whereas what we've seen in the past is those wide players, be it Benrahma or Bowen, they're not as effective in the attacking third because they've been having to sort of cover doing defensive duty. Maybe the fullbacks were told to more concentrate on defence this time, as opposed to
more than likely.
Else.
Don't forget, before we got the penalty, we went 3-1 up once before.
Yes,
right, and it was ruled out with VAR.
Yeah.
So that was again a lovely little goal that we thought Bowen had got, and a much deserved goal from Bowen. Looked like a lovely move, and then they rewound it to about 10 minutes earlier to find a foul and it was a foul.
It was a foul. I forgot about that.
That Souček did on the on one of their players, a little ankle tap that pushed the ball to Antonio, wasn't it? And then the and the way we won the penalty was just comical from a Watford point of view. I mean, the way the guy he let the ball run because he thought he was going out of play. Antonio he caught the ball, crossed it, and then the second error, the defender tried to chest it back to the goalkeeper, but it didn't quite reach the goalkeeper. And Bowen nipped in and gets clearly fouled. All right, it took 10 minutes for VAR to sort it out, but I think we should be on the VAR panel because we could see straight away that it was a penalty, right?
I know.
What you're looking for.
Well, did you
even try to give some sort of
say that
offside
or something? No, it wasn't that. It said checking for foul, and it was Antonio on the byline on his own with no one near him. And I don't know whether
they was checking if the ball had gone out.
Well, you're just like fucking. I mean, what? Do they just look for any reason to chalk a goal off now? Is that literally what they're doing?
But Gal, with all due respect, mate, all those highlights that led to that penalty, the one highlight for me that summed up his performance and his consistency through this season, as we said in the live stream, was Bowen not giving up. A lot of players would have saw the keeper going for it, and they wouldn't have even bothered. He bust the gut to get his toe on the ball, knowing full well that if he got his toe on the ball, he's probably going to get clobbered by the keeper, and he did.
Yeah,
so he won that out of absolutely nothing.
I think he's done that once before this season, hasn't he? Didn't he win another penalty that way this season?
Possibly. I can't remember off the top of my head, but possibly.
Yeah.
But he's persistent. He's a pest. Yeah. He's like a mosquito. He don't stop moving.
This is a good point from Claire. Look, who is Watford's number 31 with a stupid hair? He needed a slap today. That was the one that was
Top Knot Terry. His name's Top Knot Terry.
Top Knot Terry.
I mean, to be fair, he was doing a good job on Antonio. That was a proper battle, wasn't it, between them two?
Yeah.
It really was.
Yeah.
Go on.
No, I enjoyed watching that battle. I thought it was pretty good. I mean, they both weren't moaning and bitching at each other. They were just both, really launching in, weren't they? There was the one where there was a comedy moment where Top Knot pushed Antonio and he fell into another player, and then Antonio gave the foul away. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
That was quite funny.
Not tell. That's brilliant. I made that.
Yeah. We've got a couple of people sort of saying, well, a couple of people in chat saying Noble for man of the match. You've got Bowen from Grant.
Gets my vote.
Yeah, you got what's this? Dennis, the only Brazilian off to AFCON. Is he off to? Oh, right, okay. Maybe he's
maybe he's not Brazilian.
Okay, fair enough.
He's got a Brazilian name, though, isn't he? Dennis.
Yeah, from Janice, Bowen man of the match, but Fab needs to be recognised. I agree with that. I think Fab's had a really good game today.
Yeah. The only thing someone mentioned it in the chat about him staying on his line a lot, and we know that happens a lot. But there was one time today where the ball looped in, and he sort of watched Marlon.
He freezes.
King head it wide, and that was that. I did get a little bit frustrated with him then. You know what I mean? But he was good apart from that.
And this comment sort of makes me twitch on one hand, but the other side of it, it probably does make a little bit of sense. Being as our attack performed, is there a case why our defence is decimated playing Declan at centre back?
Well, I think it depends how many centre backs you're down to. If you're down to your last one, then I think Deck plays at centre back.
It's a good point. You know, it's definitely something that I'm sure that if we didn't have any centre backs, Declan Rice would be playing back there. It's as simple as that.
It would be. Dennis is
There we go.
Nigerian, apparently, according to Grant. All right, so
Okay, fair enough.
we got that wrong. So fuck me. Watford, as if things ain't bad enough, Dennis is going to the AFCON.
Yeah. Yeah. Dennis is Nigerian. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Should we do the player ratings?
I think that. Well, let's just talk about the one goal we ain't spoke about, which was first of all, Johnson went off with a. He got a bit of a kick. I hope it's just an impact injury.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. Well, it looked a very innocuous challenge. It looked like there was nothing in it at all. So I'm hoping there's not much. But he was moving really gingerly when he asked.
Still, he's piling on you, I think, Nick. It can't be me. Now, do you remember when I said Declan should be holding midfield and allow Souček to be box to box?
Stel, how did you feel when Masuaku came on today, Stel? Just
Nick, you got to answer his question, Nick. Don't answer a question with a question.
No diversions.
Listen. Today, I don't think that was the reason. There is no way that the entire reason that we played good football today was because Noble held and Soufal went forward. There is no way that Souček. No, wait a minute. Right. There is no way that is the reason that we played better football today. The reason we played better football today was under instruction. We weren't all about overlapping fullbacks, whipping balls into the box. The goal that Souček scored for a start was on the floor. So we were playing football on the floor. We were playing football on the floor, different ethos. The players were enjoying themselves. It had nothing to do with.
Nick, can I say something though? Can I just say something? I agree with you, but it was a combination of all of the above, right? You need someone orchestrating. Noble was orchestrating there, and the attackers were moving. They was coming in for the ball. They was going out for the ball.
Yeah, Souček and Lanzini were giving Noble options.
Yes, exactly. So
they were.
So I don't think, but I think it pains me to say it, but I think Stell's right. I think Declan Rice is better holding in that orchestrative position of playing the passes. Souček can't do that. That's all I would say.
Declan Rice isn't better holding. Maybe potentially West Ham are better holding, is what you're trying to say.
No. What I'm saying is, if we
Declan Rice has been putting in man of the match performances for weeks. I think West Ham, what you're saying is other players, the team will be better if Rice holds.
No, I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is if when Rice is back on Saturday, we play the same formation, the same the same ethos behind the team. Yeah. Souček, right? Noble's not going to play Saturday, we'd imagine, right? Yeah. Souček could not drop into that team and do what Noble did today. So you're going to have to say that Rice is the better. What I'm trying to say is Rice is the more technically gifted player to be the orchestrator. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that should be always the way, but if we're going to play that open, expansive way that we've played today, Souček could not hold, not because of the holding side of things, but because of the delivery of the passes.
Okay. Yeah, that makes it does. Look, listen, if we play football like that, if we're using Declan Rice as more than just a fucking brick wall to sit in front of the centre backs, then I can understand it.
Exactly.
Then I can understand it. But you can't just take one of the world's best footballers and say, right, you're a blocker.
I agree with you. Yeah.
That
you're
can't
right.
happen.
If we're going to play the way we play, look, let's just set the context. If we play the way we play today,
then you play right. Then you can play right.
You don't mind Deck being in that role.
No.
But if we start all defensively, like against Palace, we go away and we look for a draw, then not good. But anyway, look, the last thing to happen, the last and most beautiful thing to happen today was Vlasic got off the mark.
Yeah.
And again, another assist from Bowen. I mean, Bowen was just magnificent today. And the way he drove to the byline and he gave Vlasic an unmissable open goal, but Vlasic would take anything at this stage. He's off the mark and that'll give him a load of confidence. So it was really great to see him score. I think you said, John, that even Fabianski ran up to join the celebration.
Yeah, Fabianski joined in the celebration.
Yeah.
He does come off his line.
Team score. It's brilliant.
He does come off his line sometimes.
Yeah,
it's going to be good. There's going to be people celebrating all over the place that Vlasic is scored, aren't they? You know, there was. Yeah. He's brilliant. I think. You know, I think he has been. Look, listen, he's been much better in the past few games. since he's come in. I think you've seen steady improvement. You've said that yourself, Gary. You know, it doesn't ever seem like he's got the weight of the world on his shoulders.
There you go. There you go. Thank you, Gareth.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gareth. The same
pen.
penalty that he won against Chelsea. Yes, I knew
Yeah,
it.
When Mendy was messing about with the ball.
Yeah.
But no, I'm over the moon with for Vlasic. I think that's good, and hopefully, you know, like Benny getting his goal last week, it seemed to lift him today, didn't it? He was much better today. Hopefully, we can see him, you know, kick on now and go on.
Right.
It's no coincidence. Sorry, Gal. It's no coincidence, is it, that all the attacking players had a great game today because we played more attacking football. So we played
football. We played actual football.
We played attacking football. So, like we said, attack is our best form of defence. I know I'm boring everybody saying the same thing, but we need to stick this way now. We need to go back to this way of playing. You know?
Yeah. That's true from Stelios Bowen. I'll tell you what, after Rice, he's far and away our most valuable player. God knows what he's worth now. He's tremendous, you know. So he's
no one will be picking him up. No one will be picking him up for 50 million. That's for sure.
He's fucking amazing. It's even his work rate. You know, I've made that sort of comparison to James Milner before, and I mean that because he just does not stop running, does he?
No,
he keeps going. You know,
he doesn't. So should we move on and do the player ratings then?
Yeah. Come on in.
This could be a good one.
This could be a good one. No donkeys today.
It will be a good one. No donkey today.
Let's just exhaust the comments before we go there. Let's see what we've missed, if we've missed anyone. I don't think we've missed anyone up there. There's a couple more from Stel. Yeah, Virgil. We annoy defence. Yeah. Take it to the teams. Yeah, of course.
Agree, yeah.
And 80 million plus Salah and would consider. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, moving on to first of all, I've got the right lineup. So you've got Soufal, Dawson, Diop. I've got half a Noble. I don't know where his shoulder's gone.
He's left it on the pitch with the legend.
Lanzini, Ben Rama, Bowen, and Antonio, and Krau, Vlasic, and Masuaku. They did come in off the bench, didn't they? Today.
Yeah.
Good to see Krau as well.
Well, it's good to see him come on.
Yeah.
Which means that appearance thing can't be true, can it?
No.
You wouldn't have brought him on for 4 minutes, would he? Otherwise,
no, definitely not. No. Definitely not. So let's start with Fabianski. What's your ratings for Fabs? I'd go for me. I'll be looking towards seven, a high 7 to an 8 for Fabianski today.
I'd say 7. He didn't have a lot to do. What he did well. He couldn't do anything.
He made some good saves.
Yeah, he made one with his face and that, but I mean, I don't think he was in a funny way. He was a spectator for most of the game, in my opinion. So I'd say 7. 7's for me. I think. By
the way, Grant's just put that was. By the way, he means shocking. It took so long. Is that his debut
in the Premier League?
Yeah, played in the Premier League. First time he's played in the Premier League. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he only played the cup game, didn't he?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? Mad. 4 minutes.
Right. Still playing 6 for Fabianski because he simply doesn't come off of his line enough. I mean, I do agree with that, but he made some good saves today. I mean, look, and by the way, when it comes to the Areola and Fabianski debate, listen, I think we should be playing Areola. But while Fabianski's in goal, I think he performs. You know, I don't think he's doing anything drastically wrong for people to be on his back. You know,
I think there was only once in the game today that I saw that he didn't come off his line. That was the one that you mentioned, John, in the second half.
Yeah, with King. Yeah.
I think other than that, he was all right. I don't think he did anything wrong. So, and he made a couple of fabulous saves as well. The 1-on-1 and the one
he came off his line for the 1-on-1, didn't he? Yeah, exactly. Sorry,
really good.
Yeah.
Really
I'd
good.
say 7. I'd say 7.
Yeah, I'll go 7.
Yeah, 7's fine, I think.
I agree with Chris, yeah.
Right, well, we're going to start with the centre-backs. Now, for me, I wouldn't go more than a 6 for either centre-back. I don't think either centre-back had a good game. No, I wouldn't. I don't think the centre-backs had a great game. I don't.
I think Diop made a few mistakes second half, I think, and Dawson was responsible for that first goal largely. So they both docked a point for that. So 6 each.
I won't go any lower than 6 because that's harsh, isn't it? But
yeah, I mean, I'll go with the consensus, but I think it's hard for me once you've won 4-1 to give someone a 6, but I was going to say low 7s probably for both, but I'll go with the 6s.
Well, I think today, John, what I'm seeing is I think the fullbacks did better than the centre backs.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
They did. I agree.
and
But we played a different way. We played a different way today. So the fullbacks, I think Nick
were defending. They were defending.
The fullbacks didn't seem to push on as much today.
No.
Which meant that the attacking three could do their job.
Yeah, I agree with you.
You know, it worked. It just worked better. You know, it just made it was much better to watch. But Dawson said 5. He's rash. I do agree still. But we did just win 4-1 and Diop 4.
Yeah, but I'll disagree to the extent of he was rash today in that mistake.
One mistake, yeah.
Yeah, and he hasn't been rash the last few games. We've been lauding his diving in, body on the line performances.
But I think
got it wrong. I wouldn't say he's rash overall, in my opinion.
Look, I know, we're doing a player ratings here, but are we putting things into context, or are we actually rating them on their genuine performance on a level par with everyone else on the pitch?
I'm rating them today. I'm rating them on today
because we can't go down the route of because he only cost 2 million and he's a backup.
No, I'm not saying that.
He's But
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I've agreed with you. Late 6, early 7s, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say he was rash. He made a bad decision. He got. I'm rating it on today still, 100%. Today I'd give him 6s, early 7s, and that's why I'm happy with the 6s. What you two come up with.
I think the 6 in our again, to give it some context, 6 to us is average.
We won. And you know what? We did win. We did win 4-1, and we don't want to be shitbags to the team either. So that's.
I'm not going to give anyone a 4. I mean, I'm not basing him on previous performances at all. He made one. He made one bad judgment today. Apart from that, he did okay. No better than late 6, early 7s. As I said, happy with the 6s.
We're giving Master Arku the man of the match for Stell as well when he came on. I think he did really well. So Soufal, I wouldn't go any higher than a 7 for him. I think he played much better. He was a better of the centre backs. I'd be the same for Johnson. Neither one of them were. They were brilliant defensively and they did their job. But there was nothing that said to me, because an 8 is a fucking good game for me, like a really good game. So I think a 7 is a good. A 7 is a good steady game, and I think that's what they had. They were reliable today. Soufal and Johnson were both reliable. I think
Soufal worked. As I said, Soufal worked very, very well with Bowen today.
Yeah, he did.
Very well.
He did. So what are you thinking? I mean, they're all saying 7s in the chat as well. Look, steady 7.
I think 7 for Johnson
7,
and Soufal. Yeah. It was lovely to see Johnson, but it was lovely to see someone actually defending at left back.
Yeah,
defending properly. Yeah. I mean, you said it in the first half, Nick. You said the best thing about Johnson is you don't notice he's there, and that's exactly what you want to see from your left back, isn't it?
Well, how often can you remember Johnson getting roasted by anyone? I don't think players fancy going at him. You know,
not really. No, not roasted. No, I wouldn't say so.
He's a very solid defender. Very, very solid.
Yeah,
he just doesn't do the forward bit that well, but he wasn't asked to today, so it was perfect for him.
No, that's it. And what we'll do, we'll go for Lanzini and Souček, and then we'll mark Noble. So Lanzini first. What would you give Lanzini?
8.
8. I agree with that. I think he was fucking just moves the ball so well when he receives the ball, because there was a couple of times where he was giving sloppy passes, shit passes in tight areas. He just gets himself out of trouble, doesn't he? He spins. He kind of, he's so good. Lanzini. Such a shame he got that bloody injury. I tell you. Really busy
today. Yeah. I would give him an 8 as well.
And there were occasions today where Lanzini was often. There was a couple of times in the second half where he was tracking back to the extent he was winning the ball in our area, in our penalty area. So his work ethic has, maybe the skill factor, the pace has gone, but his work ethic, I've noticed, has grown a lot. So he's gone from that flair player that we all once loved to somebody who's now a little bit more industrious. To some extent,
he can snap into tackles.
Yeah, he's
as well.
winning some tackles and winning some ugly balls.
Yeah. And Souček, I'd probably go level. I'd probably go on par. I think that was his best game this season. That was his best game this season.
Give him an 8 easily.
I'd give him an 8. I think he was good today. And like I say, he was doing some stuff today, playing the way that we play, because I've typecast Souček into being a one-trick pony, because that's all we've ever used him, because of the system that we've played since we've got Souček in, is we've just used him as that fucking big target man who runs in at the back post and he gets a header in. And you know what we saw today was that Souček, he's got a range of passing about him, He looked like he was, and he was useful in that front third. He was making good decisions. He looked like a good all round player today.
It was his best game of the season. It was his best game of the season, wasn't it?
Yeah. So that's a high 8 for Souček as well. I think he played really well.
Yeah.
Right now, this for me, we're going to move on to Noble. For me, and this isn't just because it's Mark Noble, and this isn't just because of context. I think that everything started with Mark Noble today. I think everything he did was brilliant. I think his use of the ball, I think the way he calms things down, his decisions, everything he done was. I think he was class. I think his passing was brilliant. You can't mark him down for not having legs because that's just a player that he is. So when he gets into foot races with people, that ain't gonna. But to be fair, I didn't really see that much today. I think that Souček and Lanzini were around Noble today. They were helping.
They did all the running for him.
They did all the running for him. And for me, I think if you ain't got Noble there today, I'm not saying that Rice couldn't do that job, but what I'm saying is that performance, everything positive stemmed from having Noble in there, in my opinion. I think he was brilliant today. He was superb. Honestly.
He was deployed perfectly by Moyes today, and that role that he was asked to do, he did it to the absolute best of his ability. He was brilliant, and those around him helped him to do that as well. Couldn't have worked any better. He was superb, and for me, it's a 9 all day long.
It is a 9, and for me, I know that we've already said it. So for me, he's my man in the match, and he's getting.
Given that the guy can't be match fit, right? He can't be match fit, and he's just walked straight into the team and delivered that performance.
Exactly.
I think. Forgive me if I get a little bit teary-eyed when I talk about Mark Noble, right? But I'm being sarcastic, by the way. But Noble today was exceptional. Bowen was every bit as good. But Gary, you said it earlier, mate, and you hit the nail on the head. Where Noble's come from, hasn't played for God knows how long. He can't be match fit. His legs are gone. He's aging. And okay, it was Watford, but Watford have got some quick players in their team. We said it before the game, and he did not look out of sorts at all. To me, not being dramatic, I know it was only Watford, but that was like, to some extent, watching Noble from a couple of years ago, the way he controlled that game. But like Gary said, they used him, deployed him perfectly, and Lanzini and Souček took away the need for him to be running all around the pitch like headless chicken, which we know he can't do. Yeah, he was brilliant. He was pointing everywhere. He was orchestrating off the ball and on the ball. So as much as Bowen would normally get man of the match, I'd go for Noble because of the place he's come from, like Gary said.
Absolutely. So that for me, I think that's no one's going to really disagree with that. You know, Stell said 8.5 masterful. Christopher Murphy 9 for Noble.
I've noticed something with Stelda. Whatever score we give, he always takes half a point off of it. Just to,
he does. The only one who goes against him was Grant. Noble 67. He didn't do much. No,
come on, Grant. Come on, Grant. He kept the ball. He never gave the ball away.
Yeah, Nobes was fantastic, but won't be walking into our squad in a proper game. This was a proper game, to be fair.
It's a Premier League game.
it's a proper game. We've still got that depleted back line, you know.
But we know when Rice is back, Rice walks into the team ahead of Noble. We know that, and Noble knows that. He's not under any illusions, you know.
Yeah. So from let's move on to the let's move on to Ben Rama and Bowen. For me, Bowen, he was deserving because of his work rate, and he you know, he played the full game. He was superb. I think, you know, I can't argue with the fact that on Amazon they gave him man of the match. I think you couldn't. He was brilliant. I think he was a 9. But you know what? I think Ben Rama, because of that first half performance, I'd give him a 9 as well. I think he was that good. I think probably Bowen was a higher 9. He can't go 10. But for me, Ben Rama was superb in that first half.
In recent weeks, we've been slagging. I have anyway, slagging off the front players because they haven't been delivering. Yeah. And today they all delivered with bells on, and I think he deserves a 9. Ben Rama, I thought he was superb. Bowen, I'm in two minds here, you know, because even we've made Noble the man of the match, because scoring and man of the match are two different things as far as I'm concerned. He's said Bowen 10 because I don't think Bowen could have done any more in one game of football than he did today.
Yeah.
Well, so you think that was a 10 performance?
Well, I don't know. I'll leave it open to you. I'm in two minds here.
I said a high 9. I think. Look, to be honest, for me, Bowen was brilliant today, but I don't even think that was his best performance this season. I think
Right.
Bowen is.
Really?
I think I think Bowen is just consistently brilliant.
Yeah.
The difference today was everyone around him was fantastic. You know,
Do you think we're getting a little bit?
He's a forward player. I think to give someone a 10, you got to score a goal. In my opinion, and he did score. But no. I think you have. I think if you're a forward player to get a 10.
Well, look, no, that's right. He had one disallowed. He did score one, and he made two.
Yeah.
He had 2 assists, so give him 9. Yeah.
Do you think we're getting a little bit with Bowen because he's so consistent? Do you think we're underrating him because of his consistency? If you know what I mean?
No, I ain't underrating him.
I know you're not. What I mean is we're taking it for granted because he's just constantly good. Do you know what?
Yeah,
like a little bit with Rice, we do. We're a little bit with Rice.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
You do take it for granted. I said to you in the first half, what it is, it's like Ben Rama was doing nothing more than what Bowen was, but you notice Ben Rama because his levels come up, whereas Bowen's level is always there. He's Mr. Reliable on that side. So what's this? You've all gone soft. Watford were all over the place. Bloody hell, then.
Yeah, they were, but we made them go all over the place.
But you can only beat what's in front of you.
No more portraits to Len.
This is from Kent Hammers. Bowen is a class act. His decision making is top class now. It was only thing missing. Bowen is close to international recognition. I'll tell you what, he can't be far away.
We don't do hard scores, you see.
If Southgate ignores these fucking consistently high level performances by Bowen, then he needs his head tested. And the guy is, how can you not be impressed by Bowen? How can you not? He's not even getting he's not even getting brought into squads for friendlies.
I've got to be honest, though, Gary. That normally spells the end of a fucking player for West Ham. So I'm happy for him to not. I'm happy for him to not get picked. Just keep ignoring him, Southgate. Keep ignoring him. Right, let's move on to Antonio. For me, I think that was one of his best games for a long time. I think he was back in beast mode today. He was getting into proper tear ups, especially with the old ponytail bloke. I think he was. I think that was a really good battle today. He was leading the line. He was holding the ball up, but they were playing the ball in the right areas. They were playing the balls into channels. He was getting balls to chase, and he was. It was good. When he had players around him. So
he worked very hard. He should have scored though. He missed. He should
have scored.
He worked tirelessly. He got involved in a little bit of a battle, which we enjoyed watching. I don't think he was as good as the other attacking players we had on the pitch.
No. I was thinking more 7. 7.
I was thinking
about a 7 for Antonio. There's no way I'm going 6. Like a lot of people are saying 6. No way.
Yeah, I think a 7 would be deserved. I mean, he did battle, and that was really good to watch. That battle between him and Terry Topknot.
Yeah, I love that. Was funny when that bloke shit-housed him when he literally whacked him into the back. He's got into the other Watford player, and the referee gave a foul, didn't he? That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay, substitute. So, Rod Hull, as somebody called him in the chat, Alex Crowell.
Well, I mean, he that he was only on for a couple of minutes, and in those couple of minutes, he managed to not mark the defender for that one that Fabianski had to claw out of the corner.
Yeah.
Right. So he let that guy get his head on it. So I give for the few minutes he was on, I'll give him a 5.
I'll give him a 5. Right. Okay. I agree with that.
Again, I think you can just. I mean, 5 or 6. He didn't have no time, did he?
No.
To prove anything or show anything. Vlasic scored a goal.
I think everything he did was brilliant when he came on. He won a couple of free kicks. There was a defensive interception. He was only on for a few minutes, and then he got himself into a good position and finished. I think he was good.
I'd say 7 because he scored though.
Yeah,
he gets marked up 1 for scoring, but that's only for the 10 minutes he was on.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can only mark him on that.
It's not comparable to the 7 that Antonio got.
No. Hang on, I just want to. Me and Stel just agreed on a score. Cheers, Stel.
What's that? Vlasic 7.
He gave Vlasic a 7 as well. Yeah.
Masuaku.
I was so pleased for him to score today.
Masuaku doesn't get the donkey head today, right? He doesn't get the donkey head.
No, he was all right. He was all right when he came on.
He was all right.
When he got nutmegged. Did you see him get nutmegged?
He got nutmegged, Nick. He did get nutmegged, and then there was another. He got nutmegged, and then there was another occasion when they played a long ball hoof into his corner, and Diop had to run like headless chicken because Masuaku was drinking some iron brew with David Moyes on the bloody byline. But just because it annoys Stell, I'm going to give him a 9.
Yeah. I'd give him a 5 or a 6. No, not 5. A 5's a bit harsh. I'll give him a 6.
I'll tell you what. He didn't do much wrong. Give him a 6. But I'll tell you what. Please let Johnson be fit for Palace and send him back to the bench where he belongs.
Yeah.
But you must wonder what Ryan Fredericks has got to do just to get on for 3 minutes. Like he wouldn't even bring Fredericks on for 3 minutes. He still turns to Masuaku.
Do you know what? It just goes to show you that when your forward players are playing well like that, your defence can be shit and you can still win.
Yeah. Look, Grant said
it's true, though, isn't it?
Grant reckons it was his best game of the season. And he had 3 minutes, best game of the season. Probably right.
Good stuff. All right, we happy with them scores?
I'm not happy with Crow. I think you should give Crow a 6 because 5 is putting him as below average. And I know what Gary said, but we won, so let's not give anyone a 5, eh?
All right. Well, yeah. No one's got a 5, have they?
No, exactly. So stop spoiling it, Gal. You horrible.
That's probably a good point. That's probably a good point. You can't give someone a 5 if you won 4-1 away from home, can you?
No. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Even them, just give them a 6 for turning up.
Great air as well. Great air. So that deserves a 6.
I know, but like I said, who genuinely goes, "Oh, your hair looks good today," does it? Oh, cheers. Someone should have a word with the geezer. I mean, his bird's quite fit as well, you know. Anyway, going off subject a little bit, isn't we?
No, absolutely. But you know what? I am buzzing. I mean, we mentioned it earlier on. Good news elsewhere with Southampton holding Spurs to a draw as well with 10 men. They got a man sent off. So it sounds like I'm going to have a look later on. I guarantee it was a bloody VAR decision trying to give Tottenham a leg up. So they was down to 10 men. A bloke got sent off in about 45 minutes or 40 minutes, whatever it was.
No, I think the sending off led to the penalty.
Is that what it was?
I think my brother. I think they got sent off in the 40th minute, and then time they took the penalty, it was 41st minute. But I think my brother. I read my brother's messages, half read it, and I think that's what he meant.
Right. Okay.
I might be wrong.
Yeah. No. But ultimately, they played against 10 men in the second half against Southampton. Couldn't score.
Yeah.
It's the start of the slide from Conte because every manager fails at Spurs, right? It's just a matter of running the slide.
Honeymoon's over.
Yeah,
honeymoon's over.
Yeah.
I mean, we just got to look forward to now. Moyes' hopefully Moyes now will change his ethos going forward and revert back to
what we need. That's what we need.
We need to have this positivity. We need to have this forward thinking, attacking play. Cut the leash off the Ben Rama's. I've been overly critical of him. I think genuinely fairly critical, as we all have. Giving them the opportunity to show us what they've got. Taking the shackles off them might lead to the consistency that we're looking for. Because if Ben Rama, let's be honest, maybe Ben Rama is being, people have said it and I've been a bit, maybe he has been held back a little bit by having to be defensive so much. And like you said, Nick, our fullbacks today were more defensive thinking than they have been for a long while. And that enabled the wingers to not have to worry.
Yeah, we weren't one-dimensional today. That was the thing. Exactly. Our game was becoming one-dimensional, and like I say, our attacking game, it was all dependent on it was fucking bizarre, really, when you think about it. And that's why our fullbacks get so many assists, because it's reliant on them getting forward and whipping those crosses into the box. Whereas when we've got good attacking players. We saw that today.
Yeah,
we've got good attacking players. You got Ben Rama and Bowen have got to be better at attacking than Soufal and Cresswell.
I agree.
They've got to be. Let them be the attackers.
Yeah,
I know that every now and then, when you're building up play slowly, it does help when the other team are sort of camped in their own half. You encourage the fullbacks forward, so it gives you options. But when you're playing sort of quick counter attacking football, just let the attackers be the attackers.
Yeah.
No, keep the ball on the floor. Stop hoofing it. Don't want to say that anymore. Don't want to say that shit anymore.
Yeah.
I am closing thoughts for me. Over the moon, really happy. Was not expecting that. As I said earlier on, we all called. Well, John didn't. John called a draw, but me and Gary called a loss after the Southampton game. I felt more positive this morning, but I don't know whether I really felt positive or whether I was just kidding myself. And I didn't feel positive when I saw the lineup because I kind of cringed when, I'm going to be honest, when Noble was in the lineup. I weren't happy. And I was thinking, fucking hell. I was glad Masuaku weren't there. So that was a positive. But the way that we came out, we conceded, but then our reaction was just tremendous. And it does show that, you know, there's no reason for people to start sort of shouting for Moyes' head and stuff like that. It ain't Moyes out. They're still playing for him. Yeah, but those players, they were buzzing today. They kind of, you know, there was no hint. It was almost like when we conceded the other day against Tottenham. Remember when they scored, we were straight back at Tottenham, weren't we?
Yeah, we was a better team, weren't we? Yeah.
We was straight back at them again, and that goes to show you we are just going for a bit of a blip. The defensive players, that is a bit of an issue, but Moyes just needs to be a bit braver. And I think what's happened is because he's lost his core defenders, he's just decided to try and fucking batten down the hatches, and that ain't going to work. It ain't going to wash.
Maybe you're right.
It ain't going to wash. And he saw today he should have faith in the attacking part of the team as well to sort of get us through this period. I'd rather lose by trying to win, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah,
you know,
lose playing well than not go for it and think of what could have been.
Yeah. So, but anyway, go on, John. Your closing thoughts.
Yeah, over the moon, obviously, as everyone will be. I did go for an optimistic 1-1 draw. Yeah. And as much as I'm a Noble fan, I did think today would be a little bit of a test too far for him with the pace. And we saw it early on how quick they were. You mentioned it, Nick. Bloody hell. You know, some of their players are rapid, and I really thought he'd struggled today. But the way that Moyes deployed them, the way that Moyes played him, had Lanzini and Souček doing the legs around him. Benrahma, fantastic. Bowen, exceptional. Antonio worked hard. Even just putting the balls into the channel today for Antonio to chase. You know, going back to that way of giving him half a chance to cause the havoc and wreak havoc that he does. And, you know, him and that defender had a battle. You could argue that Antonio was a little bit fixated with that battle, but in a way, him having that battle meant that defender was taking his eye off everyone else. So, you know, as much as the defender's taking his eye off the game, Antonio may have been as well. It's sort of horses for courses, you know. I'm over the moon that the leash was taken off of our attack today. That's how we know we want to play. That's how we have played earlier on this season. And lastly, that's how Moyes has to play us going forward now, because we know what we can do. We would rather lose playing well than lose by not giving it a go. And it's not a gun-ho approach. It's just we have the attacking, we have the flair there, and it proved today, you know?
Yeah.
So I just think hopefully we can take that into the Palace game. Declan Rice is back, and we play the same way.
Well, even Souček, who I thought was more geared towards the other type of style, even he looks better in this system with this style of play. Even he looked better, you know, because do you know why? Because we're on the ball more, rather than us just sort of being out of possession and chasing the ball the whole time. We was actually in control of the game. That's what it felt like.
After watching the game, what do you think the formation was today? Because it was a bit like a 4-1-2-3 almost.
4-1-2-3. 4-1-2-3.
Yeah.
Noble was deep, very deep. But Souček and Lanzini,
they were in front of him, weren't they?
They were just box to box.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant! A pair of them. Superb. Go on, Gal. Go on, your final thoughts.
Listen, absolutely delighted. Went into this game expecting us to lose. When I saw the formation, delighted that Masuaku weren't there. But when I saw Noble, I was a little bit horrified. I did say before the game, I hope he sits deep and doesn't try to compete, you know, because he hasn't got the legs to do it. But honestly, they took me by surprise. There's no way I expected us to perform like that. In the attacking third, we were sublime. We're back to our best. In fact, I don't think I've seen Benrahma have a game quite so consistently good as that. Bowen was outstanding. Antonio was brilliant. The two in the middle and Noble behind them were brilliant. The defence largely did their job as our second string defence. I couldn't have asked for any more today. 4-1 win away from home. I'm delighted. I'm absolutely buzzing. Yeah. So I really look forward to Palace now. And please, David Moyes, I think you found a recipe now. Let's go and try and beat Palace.
Yeah, indeed. And before we go, for anyone that ain't see this, sound a little.
Oi, oi, oi. This is a message for all West Ham fans. This is David Shell, aka Jay's dad from the In-Betweeners. And don't forget to subscribe to Claret and Booze. Don't be a mug like Jay.
I ain't seen that one for a while. Right, Gary, do you want to wrap up? I think that's enough.
No, I think it's brilliant. Thank you all for joining. This has been a very long show, but a really enjoyable one, actually. It's just been like watching the football, strangely. So I think we're going to come back. We're coming back. We're doing the Friday night booze up on a Thursday this week, right? We're definitely not doing it on New Year's Eve, that's for sure. So we're going to do it on a Thursday night. And we're going to do maybe a 2021 review because let's be honest, it's been a fantastic year to be a West Ham supporter. So we're going to end the year in upbeat fashion. So until then, thank you all for joining. See you next time, and come on, you irons.
Oh,
Come on, you irons.